ultimate purpose is not survival. It's finding purpose in what you love. I'm pumped to be branching out and being like, hey, we're going to sit down and have a couple-hour podcast. Is it?
Is it, dude?
Jesus Christ.
We just like talked for 5 minutes. I'm like, is it though?
I don't know, dude.
I've always been inspired by this shit.
Dude, that pizza was so greasy.
It was disgusting.
It was not disgusting.
Disgusting.
That's what I'm hoping for, but yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. But man, I don't know. It's not. I don't know. Their first book was Holes, dude. So it's like, how are you gonna go from a 7th grade like required book to priest smut where the lick it little lamb or whatever the fuck how do you go from one extreme to the other?
Boredom.
But
Pure boredom.
well, they all take turns picking what book to read. I gotta shut all this shit off. They all take turns reading what book to read. So I guess there was a bit of a conflict about what they wanted to read next. I'm like, and you guys settled on fucking rapey priest, huh? Like that's that's what you guys settled on.
Why not?
She told me like one of the last chapters there was they were like he was like trying to put it in her ass and they're on the pulpit and he's like, oh, there's the ceremonial oils or whatever the fuck. I'm like, and you give me shit for reading like World War II books or whatever, like boring old man shit I want to read.
Hell, I just watched LBJ last night. Or yesterday.
Hell yeah.
I'm a nerd too. I watched Bob Ross.
I love Bob Ross.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Red Green Show, that's my shit. You ever watch Red Green Show?
No.
Red Green was like a CBC, I think he was CBC, but like it was like a joke maintenance guy where he would just be like, oh, I don't feel like shoveling, so let me come up with like the most unnecessarily over-engineered way to shovel my driveway. And he'd like take apart half a car and like attach like blades to it that spin, you know what I mean? Just like the stupidest shit. But yeah, the priest smut, that's not my jam. Cheers, fellers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming out, man. Aqua Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are, of all the artists and the bands and comedians and stuff that I've met and talked to in the last year of doing this, you guys are the most viciously active fuckers on social media. I'm like, see, this is how you do it.
Yeah, that's how
you
you do
should
it.
spam me until I'm like, I have no choice but to be a fan because every time I open up fucking Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, something, I see you guys again.
Yeah, we're gonna hit you hard with it.
Whoever's doing this.
So yeah,
well done.
That's our manager Angie, and she's more than delightful. And for her, it's she likes the competitiveness, and she's got drive for it, and she keeps going and going, and it's almost to the point where you're bombarded, and I don't even know where I'm going and what I'm doing anymore. I'm not complaining about that.
Yeah.
But it's like, where are we playing next? What are we doing next? We played last night, Old Miami. We didn't get home till 3. I got in bed at 4. I woke up at 8. I'm like, oh, nope. I'm going back to bed. So I woke up at noon. I'm like, oh, shit, I better get ready for this podcast today. I knew I had this today.
Yeah. Dude, she is, so it's your manager, Angie, who I've talked to a couple of times now that I know who it is, relentless. And yes, that's the way you got to do social media, man. I've been having these, not arguments, but debates with people about like how prevalent social media is in building a career. And some guys are just like, they want to be purists where it's like, oh, the skill should speak for itself. The music should speak for itself. And I'm like, yeah, but it fucking doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
So like, if you want to, you can be an idiot savant on the whatever instrument. It doesn't matter if people don't know who you are. And like, the only way to get everyone to know who you are is just to be fucking relentless.
Yeah, you got to be annoying.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
then finally, when that catches on, they're like, I'm sick of seeing this. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, well, they're getting a little bigger now. They're growing. Well, why is that? Because we're blasting you with it.
Yeah.
I mean, like it or not, it's the way the world works now.
Yeah.
And you could do, you know what, you can do the minimalist thing, and that's fine. But you got to cram it down their throat.
Yeah.
It's like every time you go on Facebook, whatever bands you like or movies you like, if you think a thought, It's on Facebook. Like an ad for it.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about this guitar. Oh, this guitar pops up. How is that? I mean, it's reading your minds.
The
It's
Matrix
insane.
is listening.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, like I'm like writing a whole bit about this. That like I have to reset my Instagram feed because every couple of months I'll like slow down just to like, oh, I think I saw a nipple. And I just slowed down like a smidge, and then all of a sudden my entire feed is OnlyFans thirst traps, and I'm like, I want to see musicians and comedians, so I reset my feed and start over. Yeah. But I'm a guy, and I can't help myself.
No,
so I'm like
brains,
scrolling, and I'm like, oh shit, was that a nipple?
Seems like you can never have both in the same picture. A nipple woman with a guitar with a nipple hanging out.
Oh man, she'd be huge.
Exactly,
whoever that would be a fucking star.
She only knows 2 chords. That's all she needs to know.
That's all she needs to know.
Sex
G string.
Yeah,
sex is always
absolutely
sold,
does.
Yeah.
right?
Dude. Oh man. I bet I've been making this joke to Paige. Paige is my fiance, and she's a very modest woman, and I love that. But I've been making the joke that like we gotta dress a little more provocative here. She's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know. I'll wear a low cut pant so you can see a little bit of shaft, and then maybe we'll get more views. But like, you gotta pull the boys out, and we'll get more clicks on the podcast.
You will.
She's like, absolutely. I'm not doing that. I'm like, I know you're not, but it's way fun to fuck with you about it. Be like, no, you have to. You have to. Here's my button up shirt. That's all you're allowed to wear. There we go, and we'll go viral.
I mean, look at Elaine from Seinfeld when the nipple episode.
I don't remember the nipple episode.
Oh, watch the nipple episode. It's the Christmas card. And it blew up. I mean,
I do remember
right?
this.
The Christmas card,
okay.
right? Everybody
Yeah.
keeps calling me Nip.
Dude, they're like passing the card around, like, dude,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's all implied the whole time. Like, is that? Yes, it is. Man, I watched through that show like a psychopath. I don't know if you guys have this quirk too. Do you want to hear? This is one quirk I need to fix here. We use these legal pads as fucking coasters because this table, it just like echoes right through all the springs on the
gotcha.
boom arms. But yeah, I don't know if you have this quirk also though, but if I start to watch something, I'm like, I got to finish the entire thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a marathon for me, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm not the only psychopath in the room.
I just did
At
Stranger
least finish a
Things.
season.
And it took me, I mean, there's 5 seasons. They're an hour-long episode. It took me 2 weeks.
Jeez.
I mean, it's wintertime, too. I'm not going outside.
Right.
I'm not doing anything. So it's like, well, okay. I'm going to come home. I may or may not work out. And if I don't work out, I'm reclining and I'm watching Stranger Things. And I just jam through it and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I get obsessed, and that's the only thing I'm watching. I'm like, especially with being able to stream everything now, it's like if I have something I'm like slightly interested in, that's the only thing I'm going to watch until I'm either done with it or so sick of it that it makes me want to scream if it's on again.
Yeah, but if it grabs you, right? These shows, they're meant to grab you because they're so long.
Yeah.
Which in my mind, now it's not a movie, so they're getting so detailed. So they're almost mimicking a book, right? Because it's so lengthy and detailed, which I like, but it's like now it's a 2-week commitment. You know?
So I'm a kind of a hypocrite with this, or I guess I have cognitive dissonance because I do like the slow burn, but also sometimes I'm like, get to the fucking point.
Oh, I know.
You know? So like it's like I'm like really black or white with that. Like Ozark, I felt like did it really well, where like you settle into the world and you can feel what it feels like to live in this place.
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, Breaking Bad, some of the episodes of Breaking Bad, I'm like, fucking come on.
I know.
A 45-minute, I waited all week.
I watched that 3 times through.
In a fucking 45-minute episode about a fly? Like, fuck off,
Right,
dude.
right.
I was like, this is just, or like 3 episodes later, that's why the teddy bear was floating in the pool. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't
And that's why they do it. Because they
Right.
want you to continue to watch, come back and be like, oh, now I'm hooked again.
Yeah.
And then it goes dry again.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well.
Reanalyzing.
Yeah. I do. I also loved Breaking Bad too. Like, but
Amazing.
I've watched it probably 2 or 3 times, and every time I watched it, I was like, oh, I wasn't paying attention at all last time. I don't remember any of this.
No, you probably had too many beers that night and you took a nap. I do that. You know,
Yeah.
I'll be on the couch or whatever, and then 30 minutes later I wake up, I'm like, oh, man.
Now you gotta find-
rewind it again. Where was I at?
You gotta find where you were at.
Yep. Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, go like a whole episode back. Like, dude, I don't remember any of this.
Yeah.
Fuck. Have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't finish it. I probably got the 2 seasons through it.
Dude, that show is so unbelievably ridiculous. Have you seen this show?
No, I haven't.
So Danny McBride created this show. It's basically a family of televangelists who are incredibly rich, and they're just the most dysfunctional, emotionally impaired dipshits, except for the dad, who is
Is this the show with Walt Goggins or whatever his name is?
Yeah,
Is that something?
Walton
Okay,
Goggins,
so I've
yeah.
seen
John
stuff about
Goodman
that.
is the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So I've seen stuff about it, but I
Dude,
haven't watched it yet.
it is so good. It's ridiculous. I'm rewatching that one now because there was like a 2-month period where I didn't watch anything because I was just so busy between work and the podcast shit that if I'm not at my job, I'm doing like editing or social media, or I'm messaging people back, or I'm like trying to like keep all this plate spinning. And I was like, dude, it's been like a fucking month since I sat and watched an episode of TV.
Well, busy's not bad. I mean, we both work. We're not full-time musicians, clearly, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's work. It's a lot of dedication. You keep going, but you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
So you go to work, you come home, and then it's band time or whatever else time it is.
Yeah.
And when we're not rehearsing, we're trying to figure out where we're going next. And Angie, she's just blasting us with, got this. Can you guys do that? I'm like, yeah, I'm always in. But there's 5 people in the band, so everybody's got families and works, and you got to figure out when you can do things.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
I grew up in bands, so I empathize.
Yeah.
Like getting 5 people to agree on anything, fucking
Yeah.
what to put on the pizza.
Oh, it's impossible.
It's very impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah. I mean, just toppings on the dinner, is impossible. So like, all right, let's make like fiscal decisions. Are we gonna go to this show that's 3 hours away, but it opens to us to a new market, and then just the talking heads start going, and you're like, fuck, man.
Yep.
Growing up, I grew up in metal bands too, so it was like cool. Like we have 5 people who that's impossible, but also 2 of them are on heroin. Sick, yeah, cool.
Oh, good.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, killer. Yeah, we're never making a decision, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I always wanted to write music like Nine Inch Nails. I mean, that was Trent Reznor when he came out in the '90s. I was in high school. I was like, this is what I want to do. And then I started writing, and that didn't come out. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go this direction.
Yeah. Do you mean you wanted to write music like him? Like,
Oh, I wanted
as
it to sound like that. I wanted industrial rock. I
right
I
on.
was in, again, the age group born in the 70s, kid in the 80s, 90s. Now we're into City Club in Detroit, which was industrial rock, goth, and all that. And even in the 80s, it was more like heavy new wave, So by the time I'm going there, it's people looking in goth and bug suits and all that and weird shit. And I'm like, but I'm listening to Nine Inch Nails, and everybody in the club's dancing to Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails. I want to write like that. That's what I want to do. And the pencil just didn't come out like that. It's like, all right, I guess I'm going a little softer here, guys. Yeah.
You're here to have a good time. We're here to have a bad time.
Yeah. Me and my buddy have this like running joke about certain bands where it's like, man, I just wasn't abused enough to get it.
No, you got to be mentally just destroyed to write these things and have a bad childhood. I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how dark am I going to get when knowing there was happiness in my life?
I was not molested enough to understand corn.
Clarence' parents have a real good marriage.
Yeah. Dude, oh man. Yeah, most of like whenever I wrote music, it was all about like anxiety. Like that was like the thing that I had that I was like, all right, well, at least I can write about like this thing, anxiety and doom. And like, I'm Lebanese and Irish and English, it's like, if someone that's going to be depressed and
in
anxiety.
the early afternoon, right?
Yeah. Cheers, brothers. But yeah, if you know anyone that's going to be anxious and depressed, fucking an English, Irish and Lebanese guy, holy fuck. It's just like,
Well, that was one thing. It's like, okay, yeah, everybody has depression for some level, right? It's either major or minor, whatever it is, right? But you find things that are disturbing. If you want to go down that disturbing route, then make it up, right? It doesn't have to be your real life, but it could be the viewpoint of someone else looking at that situation and interpreting it whatever the way they want.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that writing process is for me sometimes. It's like, well, it doesn't apply to me. But like there's the new song that we're working on now. It's about a barfly. Not saying I'm not a barfly, but it's from the perspective of someone sitting at the bar lonely, miserable. How did I get here?
Yeah.
Looking around, wondering if he has friends in the room and if they're thinking the same thing as he is, right? So it's just a perspective,
Yeah.
right? And interpret it your own way.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the creative process. Like, it doesn't have to be about you.
Man, a barfly. I haven't heard that term before, but man, I knew exactly what you meant as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. Like I grew up out here, kind of. I grew up in Roseville initially, and then I was kicked out and sent out to my dad's house, and then
Oh, you're a bad seed.
oh, I was a bad kid, alternative school, that kind of kid, you know.
Okay.
And
Other two.
hell yeah, but pregnant chicks and dumbasses.
I was just a dumbass. I couldn't qualify as a pregnant chick. So,
You could nowadays,
well, true.
You could.
but we were talking about this, and there's so many people that are haters for people that are actually out there creating shit. It's like, all right, man, I might not be the funniest guy or the most like intellectual writer or whatever, and you know, and the same applies to when I was doing music. I might not be the most interesting guy to write music, but I would. My brother and I, who used to do the podcast with me, we were having this conversation about people who aren't doing anything, and you're like, dude, if we go to this bar on these days, those guys are there, and that's it. Like that's their
life.
entire life.
That's
Is
it.
like, hey, you fucking you do your whatever bullshit job that just gets you to pay your bills for that week, and then you go to your bar,
Yeah.
and then you talk the same shit about remember whens,
Yeah.
and then you're doing nothing, and it's like I'm 32, so like you guys are already stagnant. Like you're my age and you've been stagnant for like 15 years already.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, you know? And then you're going to hate on people who are still, you know, chasing dreams. Like I'm trying to have a, you know, some semi-successful podcast,
Not every-
trying to do stand up, you know?
Not
like,
everybody's going to like you.
right.
And that's fine. And I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm doing what we're doing. I'm doing me. If
Yeah.
you don't like it, then stop listening. Don't move along. Like your followers. If you say something crass or that could, you know, get you on, well, there's a lot going on, but if it can light the fire and someone's saying negative things about you, don't listen. Don't look. Like all the social media and all the garbage that's out there, what's truthful? I don't know. I just don't know. And I honestly, if it's not affecting me, why would I pay attention and talk about it? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there's so much poison out there. So I choose not to view it. And it's not like I'm going to unfollow you. I just don't care. I'm not going
Right.
to watch it.
Right. And I'm of the same mindset in that situation, and I don't understand the people that I don't like your music so much, I'm going to stop and write a paragraph about how much it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, hey, just do that. Just do
Yeah.
fucking that,
Yeah.
and you're past me.
But they're looking for attention too.
Yes. Yeah.
They're looking for the comments. Oh, do they agree with me? Do they hate them as much as I do? Well, don't you have
They want to be.
anything
They want to
better
be.
do?
They want to be vindicated in being a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like Ricky Gervais said it best. It's like someone knocking on your door and going, "I just don't want to talk to you." Okay, that's fine.
Oh, that's hilarious. I've never heard that. That's fucking
That guy has
hilarious.
it figured out.
I love Ricky
Yeah.
Gervais.
Big
in a-
idol.
Yeah. When you were saying that guy, that you avoid like the news that you don't want to know about.
I don't pay attention. No.
There's a old Bill Hicks bit about that where it's like, you know, there's fire and brimstone and the world is ending and there's these conflicts and war and children are dying, and then the guy goes outside to take a breather from the TV and it's like the birds are chirping, his neighbor's mowing the lawn. He's like, oh wait, hold on, maybe that's
Yep.
not what life is for me.
Yeah.
No,
You
life,
know?
life is what you make it. I mean, there's turmoil and there's garbage and toxic. There's situations everywhere. Everybody's got bad things in their life.
Yeah.
But it's a choice. What choice are you going to make about it? Are you going to ignore it or are you going to engage? I choose not to engage most of the time. That's just my personality.
Yeah.
I'll look at it, but I don't comment.
Right.
Because ultimately, there's going to be 1,000 people that agree with you and 1 million that don't.
Yeah.
Who cares? Okay, that's your opinion.
And also, I don't think anyone's opinion has ever been changed by an argumentative comment on social media.
No.
People just like dig their heels and go, actually, fuck you.
Yep.
You know?
Just door-to-door shit-talking salesman with a mouthful of free samples. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Screw them.
Yeah. Well, that, and, you know, if, you know, we get to know each other and then I'm like, well, hold on, let me push back on what you're saying. And then an actual person pushes back and holds you accountable, like, hey, maybe I didn't like your idea here. Let's talk about why.
Yep.
That will change your mind.
Yeah.
Because there's reality here. Like I'm a real person, you're a real person, and we can talk about something that is, questionable.
Plus, when you're looking someone in their eyes, and you're reading their energy and their facial expressions, it's a lot different than commenting in a sentence, right?
Oh yeah.
So then you're putting in a position where, do I stand my ground? Do I make myself look smart or like an idiot?
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Well, that, and we've all, you could say that we've been reading body language longer than we've had language, right?
Yeah.
So like if you're having a conversation with someone in person, you can tell what their intention is versus like a typed out thing. Like Key and Peele had a whole like skit about this where two guys are having a conversation, the same conversation, but one is like taking it as like
I saw
threats
that.
of violence.
That was so funny.
And the other one is like, oh, I don't know, buddy. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up to me, motherfucker.
I've watched that clip so many times, and I laugh every single. It's almost like Jake Quellen. Like every time they play that, I laugh my ass
Jake
off.
Quellen?
Yeah, it's funny every time.
Timothy? He goes, present.
Hey, Aaron.
Oh, dude, we had I saw a pipe fitter, and on the job we had a operator foreman. His name was Eric, but it was spelled with an A.
Mm-hmm.
I called him AA Rick for like 3 years straight. He was like, fucking what?
Stop it.
Hey, AA Rick, can I get one of your guys? No, you can't have anything. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Your mom spelled your name wrong, not me. I'm fucking...
And it makes it challenging for others. Like, and I get being a little different and unique, but when you get out in the world and society and they mispronounce your name, it's like, well, just spell it normally.
Hold on.
Just go with it.
I'm going to completely and utterly disagree with you because I have the most generic fucking name. It sounds like an alias. My name is Matt Smith. Okay. Like, I have been so jealous of people my entire life that were like, this is how I spell my name. Z-A-B. And I'm like, I've never had that issue once. I've never had.
But hey, you can fly under the radar with that name.
I can't.
You can't?
I can't. I can and I can't. I bought a motorcycle a couple of years ago, and I went to the DMV to register it, and they wouldn't let me register it. I'm like, what is going on here? They're like, you can't register a bike because you have a felony warrant. I go, I got a felony.
Someone else with your name, right?
I have a felony warrant?
Yep.
In North Carolina for assaulting a police officer. I'm like, I've never been to North Carolina. I'm like calling my mom. Like, my mom's Lebanese. I'm like, why didn't you name me fucking Muhammad? God damn it. Like, I could have had such a cooler name, Matt Smith. Like, fucking just call me John Doe. Like, this is...
I mean, my last name is Morgenroth. When you look at it on paper, it looks like Morgenroth. I can't tell you how many times it's been botched in my lifetime. They can't do it. I'm going to look at the name, Morgan Roth. It's right there.
Why is that? Like, what are they saying?
I've gotten Morganoff, Morgan Rath, Morgan Ross, R-O-S-S. So I'm like, and I finally stopped. I'm like, Morgan Ross is actually kind of cool. I'll go with that too. It's fine. So you just start embellishing, and I was like, it's acceptable. Let's go with it. Yeah.
Well, since you started painting, it's Daniel Morgan Ross now because you watch a lot of Bob Ross.
So
that works out pretty well.
Yeah.
What a happy little accident.
Right. I made a ton of them. Yeah.
I mean, even that last name is more unique, That's, there's probably not a lot of them.
There are.
There are?
There's a ton, and I didn't.
If you check in at the gym, you're not having to give them your middle initial and your street like I do.
I know. Yeah, I get that. There's a lot more than I thought there were in this world, just in Michigan.
Yeah,
they're not even family. Some are, but most of them aren't.
Is it English, Morgan Roth?
Well, it's technically German, Romanian.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's Eastern European. Now, my ancestors came over on the boat and changed their legal name and there was Italian and Romanian early roots. So that was the story. Do I have proof of that? No. But what they're saying is, yes, when they were running from wherever they were running from to get over here, they changed it when they got here. So it became Morgan Roth. Who knows how long ago?
Yeah.
Whether the story is true or not, it could be a nice song lyric. I don't know. I mean, it could be totally embellished.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, my fiance's last name, her family, her immediate family, are the only people in America with that last name. It's Tarragon. It's not even like an extremely unique sounding name. It's just I like when we first started dating, I called her like the mother of dragons for a while because it looked like Targaryen to me when we first started talking.
Oh yeah.
But like so Targaryen, I'm like so like when I'm dating her, I Google her. I first meet her. I'm like, I gotta see what this chick's about, and then I like found her entire family like unintentionally because it's only her family. So like we have very different perspectives on like name and being able to be anonymous. I'm like, I'm anonymous in the fact that there's fucking 1,000 of me just in Waterford.
I bet.
And
Yeah.
she's like, I have no privacy. I have to be careful about what I post. She was a high school teacher when we met, so she's like, I got to be careful about what I post because anyone puts my last name in something, a student's definitely gonna find it.
Yeah, and I'm in healthcare, so I can't you can't judge. You have to mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Like, don't go there. Don't post anything racy on social media. I mean, when I am off the job, in my mind, I'm always still there because you got to be very cognizant of what's coming out of your mouth, right?
Yeah.
It can really portray you a certain way, and that's fine. So I learned that a long time ago. Just shut your mouth.
So what you're saying is you want to talk about ice?
I don't want to talk about anything ice. No, my ice maker broke, and that was the closest ice. Yeah.
Dude, so I'm very privileged in this sense because I'm a pipe fitter and all of my bosses are more fucked up than I am. So like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like I can just talk about whatever I'm doing and it doesn't matter. Like I get to talk openly like, oh yeah, dude, I was fucking fried last night. Even though we're working on like energy center jobs where like federally we're not allowed to. I'm like, oh yeah, I was high as a fucking kite. Dude, actually last night I was so high I couldn't stop talking about it at the on the podcast. I was like, dude, I fucked up. I ripped it way too fucking hard and we recorded with the drummer and singer of Forge the Son and I was so fucking high. The podcast is I'm just like disconnected. I'm like, this episode's gonna suck. Like, I'm sorry, guys. You gotta come back on. I was fucking ripped, dude.
Was it early?
No. So they work regular jobs and she's like, we gotta Allie from Forge the Sun was like, we gotta come on late, like 9:30
at night.
Yeah. And
no.
And I get up at 4 a.m. So 9:30 at night is like my peak REM cycle. Like this is like so late for me. And so like I took a nap, I got off of work at I get off at work at 1 o'clock, you know what I mean? Or 2 o'clock, depending on the day. But so I got home, took a nap, come here, I like ripped the pen and I'm just practicing rudiments for like an hour, just like fucking around on my drum set over there. And then they get here and I sit down and I'm like, oh no. Like that's when it hit me. Like I was fucking obliterated.
That's how gummies hit you, right?
Man.
They hit you like an hour later and then they last for 12 hours. It's like, wait a second.
Dude. Yeah. I found out quickly that my brain is not made for gummies.
No.
I told this story last night. The first time I did them, I read the back of the package because I'm in my 30s and that's what we do now. And so I read the back of the package and it says like,
wait till you're 48 and you can't read the package because your eyes don't work.
I'm a welder. I already use my camera to zoom in on shit to read it. It's a problem. So I'm gonna be fucking blind by the time I'm 48. But so I read the back of the package and it says like cut this up into eighths of the gummy and then eat adjust the dosage accordingly. And so I eat like 2.5 milligrams and I was like, I'm sitting on the couch with Paige and nothing's happening. I'm like, I don't think I feel it. And then I watched a video that was like cute. It wasn't even like particularly a funny video. It was just like if I was sober, I would have been like, meh, and like moved on. I laughed so fucking hard. I damn near cried contacts out of my face. And I was like, okay, I'm fucked up. All right, I gotta and I went, our master bedroom's down in the basement. And so like I go down to the basement and I went into the bathroom and I had this like event horizon where it was just like, and I just like Men in Blacked myself. Like I just like all of my consciousness was just wiped. And I'm like, why am I in here? What the fuck am I doing? Like,
wow.
I was just standing at the counter and Paige came in there and she was like sat down to pee and she's like, what are you doing in the bath? You're just like standing at the sink, like scrolling on your phone. I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing
Forgot
here.
what my face looks like.
Oh
at this
man!
point.
And then I remembered that like everyone else that was over the house had eaten like a whole gummy, and
God.
but like so like I'm like I went to go like lay down and I'm trying not to panic because I'm higher than I've ever fucking been in my life. I'm like, okay, just like don't forget you have to breathe and like you know you're all right and. You're not remembering things. This is not memories. This is real life in the moment. Like you're not thinking about memories. This is life right now. Like, I don't know why that was what I was stuck on. And then I was trying not to panic. And I was like starting to ask the guys that were over, I'm like, dude, how are you doing? And they're like, I'm all right. And I'm like, yeah, all right. And then I remembered that they ate so much more than me, and they're on fucking Jupiter, and I'm just like a bitch. So like, and that made me laugh fucking hysterically. I'm like, all right, that kept me off. I was on the edge of the cliff there. I was about to
probably
panic.
lasted like 2 days.
Right. I was higher than I've ever been in my life, and I'm like, could you guys comfort me? And they're like so significantly more higher than me. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I just gotta shut the fuck up and go to bed.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Oh man. Yeah, gummies is not the move for me. I found that out in a couple of violent ways.
But it's good that you recognize it after a while, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not for you.
Yep.
Take a rip off the pen, but don't rip it too hard before a podcast starts.
Dude, I'm gonna message Allie and be like, hey, you guys want to come do another episode soon? Because I was.
Did you rewatch it though? Maybe it's good.
It might be good. Yeah, I might just be feeling insecure.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of rendering the footage right now.
That's the cannabis making you insecure and
Yeah.
paranoid. It's like, oh man, and then you watch it. It's like, oh, I know, it's fine.
Right. Oh, that definitely has happened.
Yeah,
for sure. Like not necessarily from the weed, but like probably like being raised Catholic. But I was like, oh god, it was just terrible. Everything I did sucks. And then I watch it back. I'm like, oh, this is actually fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
No, but I felt very disconnected and out of it the entire podcast. I interrupted myself a few times to let them know, hey, I'm fried. Like, and they're like, and Paige turns to me. She's like, how many times are you going to fucking tell everyone? Like, we know you're high as fuck. You told a half-hour long story about being high.
I mean, I've known our bass player since 2019. I don't think I've ever seen him not high.
Yeah, I would say that if he wasn't high, there's something wrong.
Yeah, I don't even know that I have had a conversation when he's sober. I don't even know what that would be like.
No shit.
I probably would have to catch him at work or something like that.
He's still a man of a few words.
Yes,
and it's very
he's so smart.
Yeah,
he's
he
a
is
smart guy, and you'd never know it because the way he talks and the way he his tones are just like, but when he makes a valid point, it's like, dude was paying attention. Like, as high as he is, he's paying attention.
He's observant, like just extremely
super
observant.
smart guy.
Yeah.
Is he just introverted? Like he doesn't want to be in it?
Very.
Yeah.
He is quiet.
Yeah.
Like it's if we're talking about something and we're like, we're gonna do this, do you guys agree? We're like, yeah, that sounds great. He'll just go.
Yeah. He's such a gentle giant. He's 6'4", skinnier than me. Like, it's just, and then he's so like mild mannered and quiet.
Yeah.
And he's just fun to be around.
Very.
You can just watch him.
It's so funny that like the gigantic dudes are always the ones that are like, let me not intimidate people by being a loud personality.
Or being really tall.
I know I'm gigantic.
Yeah.
But let me just fucking shrink down a little bit. Like, hey,
And then there are times when he talks, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
What where'd that come from, Tom?
You can speak?
I have a buddy who's a gigantic fuck. He's like, it's similar thing, but like not skinny. He's fucking like wide. He looks like he could be like a center for an NFL team. And I've made the joke a million times of like, if he wanted to fuck me, there's just nothing I could do about it.
Oh no.
There's just nothing I could fuck. I would not even slow him down.
One of those questions that keep you up at night, like, there's really nothing I could do about
Dude,
this.
Eric could just hold me down and it wouldn't even be difficult. Thank God he's a nice person.
They usually are like gentle giants. This guy at Arrow at the VFW, he's a giant guy. He's tall, and I wouldn't say he's fat. He's just a husky guy, military guy, right? So He's the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. Just cool and mild mannered, and he's very intelligent too. It's like you can have a really good conversation with him, and so he's got these tones in his voice too that just make you want to giggle and love him more.
Yeah,
right. He's just a sweet guy.
Just a giant teddy bear.
He's probably 6'6". He's just a giant man.
Yeah. Like, how lucky are we that these people aren't psychopaths?
Oh, I know.
Like, thank God he's not like a Viking who's just like,
no, it's us little people who are the crazy ones.
You're right.
Yeah, Joe Pesci's a good example.
I'm 5'6" on a good day, and I'm the angriest little Napoleon you'd ever want to meet some days, flipping everybody off. It's a good thing I have a dash cam, so I can actually say, no, it wasn't me. Like that's.
Yeah, meanwhile, the guy, like the mountain from Game of Thrones, Hapthor Bjornsson or whatever, he's just a sweet dummy, just like a gentle, nice guy. Like, thank God. Thank fucking God. Because like, I'm fucking, I'm like 5'10" if I'm standing up straight, wearing boots, I'm feeling good. Some of the people that I've worked around in the trade, I'm like, Jesus, you corn-fed, gigantic fuck. Yeah. Like, how come? Like, why'd my mom have to bang a short, fat guy? This is bullshit.
I know. My parents are both short too, so it's like I had no shot. My youngest child is like 5'10". I'm like, dude, I would kill for that, and that's only 4 inches taller than me. Like, you don't know how good you have it right now.
Right.
Just remember who the big dog is here.
Right. Dude, I used to. We were talking about Michael Jordan before we started. I read his book, and he said that he used to fill his shoes with sand because he wanted to get taller so he could make the basketball team. So I remember doing that when I was like 7. I'm like, look at my parents. They're like 5'3".
You got sand in your toes. Oh, it's the worst feeling.
Fucking, my mom's 5'3" and my dad's like 5'8". I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
They looked like giants to me back then, but now I'm like, God damn it! Like, there was no chance.
No chance.
I wasn't gonna make the fucking middle school team.
No, and I played basketball, and I was obviously short, and the point guard on our team was shorter than me. We were both good ball players. I mean, we played high school ball, but it's the realization that all our friends around us are 6-footers.
Yeah.
We're going nowhere with this, even though we can keep up with them. It's like, I guess I'm just going to stick with golf and baseball at this point. I mean, it's
you can be an incredible golfer and be 5 foot tall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's the move. That's the move. I grew up a skateboarder. Once I gave up on like traditional sports, it was skateboards and dirt bikes and fucking and then eventually golf.
My entire life growing up with sports until I graduated high school, right? Played varsity ball and was like, well, okay, I graduate now. What am I going to do? I'm not going to college for baseball because, I mean, I could walk on and try out, but I'm not being recruited, right? So what am I going to do? So I bought a guitar. I'm like, well, there's nothing. I'm not going to play. I could play in a beer league softball. I did a few years, but it's like, I need something to occupy my time. I mean, I golfed and bowled and stuff like that, but it's like, I'm going to buy a guitar. I was 19 years old, and I'm like, all right, here we go.
That's when you started?
That's when I bought a guitar. I bought an acoustic, and all my friends were like, you're never, and I was head over heels for Dave Matthews at the time.
Oh!
So when he came out,
you don't know what a fucking problem you just started. We're going to talk about Dave Matthews Band for fucking 4 hours.
So that is why I bought a guitar, because when Under the Table and Dreaming came out, I was listening to it and I was just like, this is different and it's cool. But that was early 90s, and Crash comes out in 96. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This guy's got something. So I was like, I want to learn how to play these songs. So I had no idea what I was doing. I bought a guitar, went to the local shop, and I started learning theory, reading through books, and it took me about a year of working every day in my bedroom. I would study, and I was in college at the time, studying, and then I would play guitar, go back to studying all day long every day. And by the time a year went by, we had all my buddies that were making fun of me. We all went camping, and I ripped through the entire album note for note. And they're like, no way.
Hell yeah.
No way.
Dude, yeah. I fucking love Dave Matthews. Yeah. I got, there's a Dave Matthews album in there. Fucking. Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I bought this just because it was like, it's that silky, nice material. I'm like, I hate cotton. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy that.
Dude, the amount I love Dave Matthews. Me and Paige went on vacation. We went up to the UP, made our way up through, like, from St. Ignace all the way up into the Porcupine Mountains. And I'm a Nazi about music. Like, because she'll put on, like, pop punk, and it's just like the pandering bullshit lyrics, the fucking like the predictable music, the like everything that happens in the songs I know is gonna happen from the first note I hear.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck off. Like, no, you're not. So we listened to Dave Matthews for like a week and a half straight on this vacation. And we ended up at a campground, and I just got like Live at Red Rocks playing, and she's like, "Can we please just listen to something else for like a minute?"
No, we can't.
No,
we can't.
Why would you?
This makes me so happy.
Why would you want to listen to something that's not perfect?
It's a perfect band, and I go every year. Oh, and this year he's skipping Pine Knob, right? So he's
Gotta
going,
go to
and
Grand Rapids.
and I'm on the fan club, so I already got my reserves. But it was funny because we saw that, and I go on the fan club to get the tickets, got my reservation, and was it 2 days later, our band was featured in the Detroit News right next to Dave Matthews' article saying he's skipping Pine Knob this year. I'm like, I made it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
we made it. I'm right next to Dave in the newspaper. That's great.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, so we went to Dave Matthews last year at Pine Knob, and I was like, I gotta buy a poster, because like anytime we go to a live thing, I try to make some kind of memorabilia about it, you know, especially if it's like important. So like, I mean, like Gary Clark Jr., that's my kid's first concert, so we bought the record, we framed everything with it, you know what I mean? So like, this is the kind of shit we do. And I put the wrong date in this Modest Mouse fucking concert we went to. I put 2026. That hasn't happened yet.
That hasn't happened yet.
So I gotta take that apart.
Predicting the future.
I gotta take that apart and put the right year in there somehow and not ruin the fucking wristbands. But so I bought a poster. I bought one of those fucking like $75, you know, concert specific posters. Put in the, you know, got the tube and hammered drunk, walked back up to the hill where my group was, and I'm like, I have to piss, and we go down the 100 stairs.
I
stair
do
set.
very well.
We call those the Sarah stairs, which is a fucking separate story. But I go down the stairs, go take a piss, come back. I can't find my poster, and I'm fucking on a tear.
And you probably paid like $50 for this thing,
Like
right?
$75, dude.
yeah.
I was like, I'm looking around. I'm like, well, you guys been here the whole time? Like, yeah. I'm
It's
like,
in my back pocket. I did too many gummies.
I'm like, who touched me? Whoops. I'm like, who touched my shit? And I'm like being a dick, and I'm never a dick to people I don't know. Like never. I'm a very agreeable, nice person, especially to people I don't know. And I'm like, motherfuckers, like, this is important to me. Like, who the fuck took my, you know? And the lady that was in front of me that I was lying to about how old I was the entire time as a bit, she's like, oh, I saw it loose and they walked away for a minute, so I tucked it under your stuff. So I was like a dick for like a half hour. Going, who the fuck?
So someone was looking out for you.
She was looking out for me,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh god, I just want to put my head in the fucking
That's the Napoleon
sand.
syndrome right
I just
there.
want to, yeah,
You
right,
lost your
right.
shit for a minute.
Oh man, I felt like such a scumbag.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you, you know, but like, God, I felt like such a dick. I'm like, oh, I just made myself look like such a fucking asshole because I
You know
left
what?
it.
Oh well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh well.
I know.
Are you going to Grand Rapids to see him?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
In July, right? We're dude, I fucking yes.
He's your-
I got
he's
a
your
flag.
guy. He's your guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I
Yeah.
got on the seat over there. I got a flag that I ordered to replace that Say Anything flag because I am not a fan of Say Anything, and it was just like, how do we cover these windows for the studio cheaply? And we were gonna do like posters and we could do like CD books and vinyl, you know, fucking albums and like tape them, make like a collage like we do with these, you know, photo album or whatever picture frames. No, it was going to be fucking hundreds of dollars of like new posters that we were going to order. I'm like, fuck that.
No.
So we went with flags. That was the move.
It works.
But I'm replacing that fucking Say Anything flag as soon as possible with this Dave Matthews flag.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
That's probably a good move.
I'm not a fan of them at all. Not at all. Paige had it. I'm like, whatever. I'd rather have like an American, a United States flag up over there than fucking that.
That's funny because I mean, Dave, in the music that I write, the music that I listen to, like I'm telling you, 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson. I was in the industry, and then bluegrass. I'm listening to bluegrass, and I'm going to concerts. I'm like, why am I writing the things I'm writing? It doesn't even sound like grunge, even though we say like, our roots are grunge and we sound like grunge. We really don't. We're rock.
Yeah.
I mean, we're. I wouldn't even say. I don't know if we're soft rock, but we are rock. Some of our songs do fit into the grunge, but it's like I can go from Dave Matthews to Ryan Adams to 9 Inch Nails in the same day and be like so happy about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I just listened to a Ryan Adams album for the first time.
You're behind, my friend.
I never heard of him.
Dude.
I've been asking people for album recommendations because I do this like one album, one workout thing every day. So I listen to a new album every single day and I do a workout. So and then I'll do a video like, okay, mini recap of the album, like mini review of the album, talk about what my workout is and like where I'm at with because I've lost like 94 pounds. So
good for you, yeah.
Heck yeah.
And so Ryan Adams was one of the recommended albums, and it is not an album to fucking lift weights to.
I got one for you.
A Ryan Adams album too? Okay.
So he's very eclectic.
Yeah.
So write this down. Ryan Adams, Orion. That's punk.
Orion?
Orion. The other one's called Rock and Roll. And the other album is by Ryan Adams and the Cardinals called 3-4. Like Roman number 3, Roman numeral 4.
Okay.
Those are high energy albums.
Okay. I need a redemption because I have...
Check out Rock and Roll first.
Okay.
And then go to Orion to see how different he can write. It's insane.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, because the guy that recommended me this album was excited about it, and then I got like halfway through and I was like, fuck, dude. Like this is...
Like if you're listening to Ashes and Fire or Heartbreaker, you're not going to get on a treadmill.
It was Heartbreaker.
That was his first album. That's not a workout. That's like smoke pot with a glass of bourbon in front of you and just listen to that on your back porch. Like that's mellow.
Completely the wrong vibe to do like Olympic
No, you
lifting.
don't want to work out to that.
I was doing
unless
like
you're swimming.
I was doing like power cleans and I'm like, what the fuck did he? Why?
No.
I switched to like Periphery halfway through. I'm like, fuck this.
Ryan Adams is your first album to listen to then.
Okay, all right. Self-titled. He's got an album that's self-titled.
Ryan Adams is a self-titled. Rock and Roll's the high energy one.
Okay.
Orion is punk, and then 3-4 is a B-side to one of their more alternative country albums. So it's high energy, which was why they made it B-side.
I think that's exactly how he described Heartbreaker. It was alt country.
It's all country.
Yeah.
But he's not. That's how he started. But he can go punk just like that.
Yeah.
I've been to many of his shows, and he can put on a full punk concert where you wouldn't even recognize it's Ryan Adams.
No shit.
It's
okay.
insane.
All right,
So
I
I'm
needed
gonna check
that.
that out
See,
now.
I was like completely turned off by that album. I was like, dude, that is the only album I've listened to during this series. I've done like 30 days of this now.
Okay.
It's the only album I didn't put on the playlist.
All right.
Like I put every album on the
All right,
Spotify
text me
playlist.
when you listen to Rock and Roll. Text me and tell me what you.
Okay.
It's gonna change your whole perspective.
Okay. Good. Because I was like annoyed at my buddy for giving me. I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to do fucking Olympic lifting, and you give me this shit. Like
no.
fucking.
Oh my sweet Carolina.
Yeah.
Like no, I'm not.
That's
gonna
a good
lift-
song.
It's
Yeah,
a great song,
that's a
but you're
good
not gonna
song.
lift weights to it.
Right. It was the wrong vibe
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But also like I don't know if you listen to R&B at all, but like Daniel Caesar put out
Heard it.
and he's fucking incredible. Mahalia, incredible. Jacob Collier, incredible. So like there are fucking artists that I want to listen to that are not metal while I lift, and I'm like, it's still like it's so good I can still listen to it, you know. But that one was not. That was
Do
not.
you listen
it.
to any 80s bands?
I'm getting into. Yes, I like right now. Steve Winwood, I'm like kind of obsessed with, like going through his discography, and then the Talking Heads and the Smiths.
Okay.
Yeah, those are who I'm going through right now.
That's new wave. I would consider that new wave.
Yeah.
Listen to Squeeze.
Squeeze? I've never even heard of
Squeeze.
this.
Oh man, I know, I
One
already know what
of
song
the
you're thinking
most
of.
underrated bands that got me through that. There's 2 albums, and they're one's called 45 in the Singles, and the other one is called, oh God, is it Babylon? Babylon and On. Those 2 albums got me through college.
What genre is this?
I don't know. I would say it's more like a Beatle-esque type feel to it.
Okay.
They got very bluesy type songs, very jazz chords. They're jazz progressions, but you wouldn't know because it sounds like rock to me.
Okay.
But the way they structure their songs is down that bluesy type path. But man, and I grew up with them. My mom listened to Prince, Squeeze, and the Beatles, and that's all
So
I heard.
is Squeeze almost like similar to like a Velvet Underground?
No, not even close.
No, because
Not even
Velvet
close.
Underground I would have said is like a rock, more rock Beatles.
Velvet Underground's I would say punk to me.
Okay.
That's more of a punk feel to me.
Yeah.
Like a Joy Division type feeling to me, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
that New York punk scene in the 70s. Squeeze is not that.
Okay. Right
It's
on.
happy music.
Oh, right on.
It is.
It's not like political.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
You know Squeeze, right?
Yeah, you
You
should be.
ever hear the song "Tempted by this Fruit of Another"?
Yeah.
Tempted. That's Squeeze.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay.
And that came out in the early '80s.
Right on. Man, yeah, I guess that is kind of hard to like just knowing that one song. I guess
Yeah.
that is kind of hard to
their
describe because I almost
whole-
want to call it like it's almost like a R&B inspired rock.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
and
a
they're
tiny-
a British band, so I mean they have that influence of probably Chuck Berry and the same things the Beatles had. They were probably
Yeah.
big Beatles fans. I can see them like mimicking or emulating that type of sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, very very cool band.
Yeah. I'm excited to listen to that. The only 80s stuff that I hate hair metal.
Me too.
I think it's the corniest
Me too.
dog shit
I
on
do.
earth.
I'm like if I hear every rose has its thorn one more
my
time,
God, I will
and all the
throw
girls
up.
go screaming for it, I'm like, that's the worst song I've ever heard on the planet. Why? I don't get
I
it.
can't stand it. Can't stand it. Anything hair metal is just the cringiest bullshit on earth. It's the whole vibe, the entire culture of those dudes.
Yeah.
It's just the cringiest bullshit on earth. I can't stand it. So the only 80s stuff that I ever listened to was stuff that like my brother would have completely shit on me for listening to when we were kids, but like I love Men at Work.
Me too.
I love
Men at Work is
Talking Head.
amazing.
Yeah,
They're touring.
The Beach Boys. I love the Beach.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's not exactly 80s but I love the Beach Boys. I love Men at Work. I love Talking Heads, the Smiths, and then like get into like real punk like Sex Pistols and you know like that's my shit. Like that's where that is the only shit I want to listen to from the 80s.
Yeah.
I think everything else except for R&B from that decade is dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, Prince for me
Oh,
is
Prince.
probably probably the greatest musician I've seen him live.
I never got
He's
Man.
just I can't say more. It's perfection and flawless. Like there's no mistakes with him.
Dude, I was just going on a rant about Prince at work. I was like, he is the only guy who he has all of this style and swagger, and he meets it with talent and skill.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else is like faking it with the overly done style and the overly done caricature of
Yeah.
like whatever character they created.
A
Right,
lot of smoke and mirrors.
dude. So Funkadelic's Maggot Brain album, they have the title track Maggot Brain is the greatest guitar solo of all time. Second in my mind is Prince playing My Guitar Gently Weeps for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction
Yeah.
with Tom Petty.
Yeah.
He comes out and fucking destroys his guitar. I mean, just insane. And they like when you watch that playback and it seems like they're trying to cut him off to like wrap up and he's like, nah, I'm doing a fucking 9-minute solo and then I'm smashing my guitar, fucking popping his collar and walking off. I'm like, that guy's a fucking gangster. Like
legend.
no one else on earth could do that.
Complete legend. There is no other Prince.
He made five legendary guitar players look like dweebs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was Tom Petty and Eric Clapton and I don't know. I'd have to Google it to fucking know for sure. But there's like a stage covered in legends, and they look like dorks compared to Prince, who comes
And he's
out.
got so much. Anybody can shred. There's a lot of shredders, and it's a talent. I'm not saying it's not a talent.
Yeah.
But the feeling he puts into his leads that's what grabs me about it. There's so much emotion.
Yeah.
Like Purple. So the album version of Purple Rain was actually recorded live in Minneapolis. It's like a 12-minute song they had to cut to 8 because he starts to show off with a 5-minute lead, then goes into the lyrics, then leads over that again at the end of the song. It's like they had to cut it for the album version.
Yeah.
But that was actually like a 15-minute song. Oh. It just did.
Is there a recording of that? Like the
there is.
full?
The full, yeah,
I
there
would
is.
love to hear the
Yeah.
full version of it because
You can YouTube it.
I grew up on what was the album where It's a black and white like bust picture of him and he's shirtless. Do you know what album that is? That's the one I grew up
Dirty
on.
Mind.
Dirty Mind. Okay,
Yeah.
so I grew up
That
on
was in the 70s, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like his like was that his first album?
It was. I think he had a self-titled and then Dirty Mind.
Okay.
And
so
then-
that's what I grew up on mainly.
1999 was his third album, studio album.
No shit.
Yeah.
99. Well, that was the one with Kiss or whatever.
There was Controversy, so it might have been his third or fourth, and then Purple Rain obviously blew him up. But
Yeah.
1999 was like third or fourth studio album. Yeah.
I loved Prince, but I also hated Prince because if I woke up on a Saturday morning at like 6 a.m. and Prince was playing, fuck, we're gonna clean the entire day.
it's gonna be a good day.
yeah,
gonna be a
it'd be
cleaning
like
day.
my mom's playing fucking Shaka Khan at 7 a.m.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Damn
Oh,
it!
Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
We're about to fucking rearrange the entire house.
Yep.
Fuck God, why?
Yeah.
You know, but then I'd listen to it on my own. I'm like, God, it's so good. It's so fucking good. You ever listen to Funkadelic?
Not really.
Oh my God. So
No.
I'm obsessed with their album Maggot Brain. They have like 20 albums. They've got like
They've been around a long
they've
time.
got like a 50-year history,
Yeah.
but Maggot Brain, George Clinton told, I don't remember the guitar player's name, Evan, I think. Anyway, George Clinton, the leader of the band, they're all fucked up. And he tells his guitar player, I want you to open up this album with a guitar solo, but I want you to be in the headspace that your mother is dead.
Oh.
And by the time that you wrap up this solo, you have revived her. And they're all, super fucked up, play it live, one take in the studio, and that is what Maggot Brain, the opening song of that album
I'm
is.
intrigued by that story. I want to hear that now.
It is the most incredible guitar solo ever.
Maggot Brain.
Yeah.
Was it a studio album?
It's a studio album.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the Funkadelic's like iconic album where the girl is buried up to her neck. She's got an afro. She's screaming. It's fucking that album. That album cover is fucking. It's one of those ones where like if you're a little tuned up and you look at that album cover, you're like, dude, that's fucking terrifying. Like that and Queen's fucking Robot like album cover are like the two that'll fuck with my head if I'm a little.
Queen's another band.
If I'm a
that,
little vulnerable. Oh, Queen from the 80s. That's another one I got to add in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sure.
I have some DVDs at home of his concerts. One was the concert from Live Aid. Yeah, that's a wild one. Yep.
Dude.
Yeah, that'll
I
give
think
you a
I've seen
nightmare as
that.
a child. If you're 3
Yeah.
years old looking at that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be so scared.
So when
to find that
Billy
one.
Joel came out with Pressure, do you know that song? Pressure. Dun, 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 pressure.
No.
No,
I don't know this one.
So that video, I mean, it might have came out in 1980. Like it's one of his early records. And again, I'm 3 or 4 years old, and I had nightmares about this. I look at it now; it's so stupid. But the way a 3-year-old interprets what's going on in this video, it was terrifying for me. I still to this day.
what was happening in the video?
Well, there's like the floor gives out and he kind of sinks into the floor. It was like Freddy Krueger shit. And I'm like, I'm now I'm gonna have nightmares about a music video. This
Yeah.
is not good.
Yeah. Dude, for me, it was like scary music videos. Tool's, I don't remember if it was Stinkfist or Prison Sex.
Prison Sex is the claymation,
The claymation
one. Yeah,
one.
that one was terrifying.
That one fucked my head
Yeah,
up. Like,
same.
as a kid, I was
And
like, this is
you guys are. When were you born? What year?
94.
94.
So
So that's just coming out around that time,
Yeah,
right?
I was like
late 90s.
3-4 years old,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and my brother's 7 years older than me, so he's like controlling the TV at all times. So it's always on MTV, and that fucking music video at all times, just the creepiest humanoid figures just crawling and scratching around. It's just
Yeah.
fucking terrifying to me. It scared the shit out of me.
Yes. the ending of that video especially, like I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah. Oh man. God. What was it? The Megadeth. Megadeth had a bunch of just like war
Yeah, that was
film
yeah.
videos that like God, what was that huge song? It was like an anti-George Bush fucking album, but the music video stuck out to me because it's literally just like rockets and shit blowing up, like the whole music video. That one fucked with my head too as a as a kid who's
Isn't it? It's funny the thing. I mean, American Werewolf in London, right? That was the movie that had nightmares, and that was probably 1982. And I'm 3 years old, right? And I remember we were watching this movie, and my mom and dad had friends over, and when I would go to the bathroom, their kids were probably like 5 years older than me, and they jumped out every time. I'm like, I had nightmares for a week because of you assholes. Like, that's not cool, man. I'm 3. Don't do that.
Don't be a fucking jerk. Oh man, dude, the last few episodes of this podcast, I've been talking about all the drugs I use, which is not that many, and not that often. But I'm skewing the perspective of my life. But I keep telling these drug stories. The first time I did mushrooms, so me and my brother were gonna go do them together, and because I was like, I want to try them. Like everyone talks about, you have these like existential crisis, on this drug, and then you like figure out why you're whatever. I'm like, this sounds like an interesting thing to do. Let's do it. And so we went and got him. And he got called into work or something, like he had to leave. And I was like, well, this is my plan. Like, this is what I'm doing for the day. So I'm taking, like, give me my half and I'm going to go home. All right. And I get home and I call him or text him and I'm like, well, how much of this am I supposed to do? I'm like 25, trying this for the first time by myself. And he goes, I don't know, like take like 2 caps and 2 stems. I'm like, okay, like I don't know the lingo, but I think I can logic my way to figure out what the fuck that means. So I do, and I eat the 2 caps and the 2 stems. And I'm sitting around for like an hour and a half, and just nothing at all happens, except for like when I like stretch, my back muscles felt really good. So I was like, okay, that's something, but like but I'm not high. So I was like, I'll just eat the rest of them, So I just ate the rest of the bag, and it was like a sandwich bag with like the bottom 2 inches was filled.
Yeah.
So it hits me like the bottom just fell out. It was just like, doo, and I'm just gone. And I'm like, fuck, I'm by myself. I'm like, my ex is at home. Our 3 kids are here. And I'm just like, I got to cope, So I'm like, I go lay down in the back bedroom and I'm laying on my stomach on the edge of the bed, staring at the wood floor. And I'm like, okay, keep my eyes open, because every time I close my eyes, there's another Mayan warrior staring at me, ready to pounce on me.
So you tripped.
And bad. Every time I close my eyes and open my eyes again, it would be a new one. And it was just, and I also ate way too much. So I had like horrific shits. So like I'm going back and forth to the bathroom the entire time.
Well, it is a toxic mushroom.
Yeah.
It's probably going to clean you out a little bit.
Oh my God. Yeah. I go and sit down, and I'm probably on my like 7th shit. And I'm sitting down, and my shower curtain has all these geometric patterns. And it starts to look like gears, and everything's just going like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to cope with that. And so like, I get up and I go to wash my hands. I finish doing what I'm doing. I go to wash my hands, and I look up, and I just caught myself in the mirror, and I am just high as fuck. And if I looked down, I saw this old version of myself. And if I tilted my head up, I saw this young, youthful little boy version of myself. And I sobbed in the mirror for like 3 fucking hours. Ran the water cold, just like, just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what did you do to me? Why did you give me this shit? Like, this is what this is? I thought I was going to have a good night. Maybe think about why I'm like my dad.
It could have been a good night, but you did them by yourself. You had no support system.
Oh, dude. That was absolutely the fucking issue. But so you were talking about jump scares. This is leading to this. I finally like snap out of it, able to get myself away from the mirror. And I come out into the hallway, and every light in the entire house is off. It's pitch black in my house, which never happens. I have 3 kids. And I'm just like, why would that be? Why would that be? Like, why would my house be like this? It's never like this. And I'm just fucking terrified like a little boy. Like I can't logic my way past this. And I start walking down my hallway, and my ex and my oldest kid, my kid doesn't know what's going on. He just knows he's going to fuck with me. My ex and my oldest come out, and they go, woo, at me in the pitch black. Oh. And I just fall back, and I onto my ass. I collapse, and I just start fucking crying again. Yeah. I'm just like, and like looking back at that.
Trail of urine is running down your leg.
Dude, what a fucking, like she knew that I was high as fuck. She knew I was high as giraffe pussy. Like, why would you do that to me? That's so fucking rude.
Yeah, that sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Oh my God.
No way.
I just collapsed. I couldn't handle it. And then I was up for like 2 days. I don't know if any.
I mean, that's enough to scare you sober.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, it's terrible. Fucking terrible. Fucking, what a jerk, dude. Should have been enjoying it, but no, I was up till, I was up for like 2 days after that. I don't know if anyone else gets fucking like huge energy bursts from doing mushrooms, but I cannot go to sleep after sobering up from mushrooms.
I usually just get that from a nice Corona.
Yeah. You want another one?
It's enough energy. I never turn down another bottle.
Yeah, dude.
Coronas
We got
are
a
amazing.
fridge full of shit here. Still no on the fireball.
I'm now no on the Fireball.
I was going to say, I'll do half of one if you want to do the other half. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
You got a key?
Oh yeah. Here, I'll give you the.
I'll give it a shot.
Ooh man, you're gonna not be able to
I've
open
never
whatever
been
that
able
goes
to
to.
really do this.
See, I can do it with a lighter, but not a key. Yeah, no, that's too thin.
Here, I'll get it for you. I figured it out earlier.
I was going to say, you had a first pull. That was amazing.
Oh damn it!
Third time's a charm.
Ah damn! What? How embarrassing!
Hey, at least you managed to do it. I couldn't do it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. I should just like mount a fucking.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. I should mount a fucking bottle opener on the wall here.
Well, that's now you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the same thing now that you
like-
mentioned that.
We're like figuring it out as we go, dude. We were across the hall here in a 9x11 room, and so like basically like where the lights are here was the end of the studio.
Yeah, this is lengthy now.
Oh man, it's fucking great now. Like we have room to actually do shit. But we had Cougar on, and those guys, three of the band members came on, but they brought 2 managers with them. Like I think, and so there were 7 of us in the studio.
Oh wow.
And it was
We actually watched that one.
so hot. And then like the man, like in the beginning, the manager's like trying to tell a story off mic, and I'm like, dude, it's just you like. We can't. We got 2 mics available.
Yeah.
like you're not getting like we can hear you in the room, but like anyone listening to podcasts get fucking mad because you can't hear what they were talking about.
Yeah, they're a good group. We've played with them a few times.
Yeah.
And we chat and try to line up gigs together. We have shows coming up with them.
Nice.
They're a good group of guys.
Dude, their music is fucking killer,
Yeah.
and they're really funny dudes. Like
Yeah.
I like those guys a lot, but just figuring this whole thing out as we go, like making adjustments. Like now, when I talk to people about scheduling them on the show, I'm like, we have 2 mics available most of the time. No one else in the studio. Like
I mean, it's cozy in here. There's just so much room. You don't have to worry. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The other one, it was like, dude, what? No, you got to like. We should have been like, no, you like anyone that's not on mic needs to be.
So you literally
Sitting
moved
outside.
here like a month ago?
We did, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It started off in my 6-year-old's bedroom. Like we put the boys together, the 13-year-old and the 6-year-old. We put them in the same room and then made his bedroom the first studio, and then we moved it to Ray Township into my brother's spare bedroom. But then we wanted to branch out into guests, and it was like I just don't want people in my house. So like especially strangers, it's like this is
Yeah, you never know.
And then we came here to check out the Hatchery Co., which is the store that we walked through to get to the studio here. And we were wandering around the building going like, dude, there's so many fucking offices here, but maybe we should get serious about this. And I mean, like a quick conversation, and like 3 days later we were like, fuck, we got a studio. Like, all right, let's go.
I mean, you got to jump in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, half-ass whatever you want, but if you want to try to actually do something about it, you got to hustle a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? And make risks. Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's right.
This band isn't guaranteed. This isn't guaranteed. You're plugging away every day. It's a new day, right?
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good for you, though.
And it's important. Like I talk about this as like, I feel like I lost like 10 years to Groundhog's Day, where I just go to work, come home, feed the kids, put the kids to bed, and then just rinse and repeat. And then I just did that and don't get me wrong, like having kids is definitely a purpose in itself. But
that's
when I grew up
that's
an
when
artist,
your kids are young. I mean,
Yeah.
it is very monotonous. It's an assembly line every day.
Yeah.
And that's why people lose their shit.
yeah,
It's like, well, I've given up my hobbies, but ultimately you have kids, you had to make the sacrifice.
Yeah.
When they get older, now you can move out and do your things again. Like my kids are, one's out of high school, one's in high school, so they're doing things, right?
Yeah.
And one's driving around. He's not hanging out with dad.
Right. Yeah.
I
They're
don't
at the
even think
age
he's
of
out of bed yet.
they're at the age where like he doesn't care at all what you got going on during the day.
Not at all. And you know what though? It's funny you say that because for a long time I don't think they did until now they're starting to see and come to the band and the gigs.
Oh, right.
And now
on.
they're like, oh, that's actually pretty good. You're actually good. Like, and I was like, thanks, bud.
Yeah. I'm starting stand up and my kids, like I talked to my oldest about it and he's just like, what are you going to talk about?
Right.
Like nothing you have ever said has been
How
funny.
old is he?
13.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're shitty at that age.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. I'm having a hard time coping.
Oh,
With the fact that he used to be just this perfect, sweet little angel.
Gone, bud.
And now he's a cunt with a mustache.
it's not coming back.
I just want to fucking hit him.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. I dealt with it, and finally he's done with high school,
Yeah.
and he's realizing how the world works.
Yeah.
So the gears are turning, and now he's looking at me like, I think this guy has something to actually offer now.
Yeah.
Right? Where before I was stupid.
Right.
So it does come back a little bit.
Yeah. So it's funny because he still trusts me with certain stuff, but like other stuff, he's like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah,
like I can just
yeah.
see him like zone out.
He's
and
13.
glaze
It's
over.
going to get worse.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at the beginning of it. I'm
you
like,
just
my
started.
sweet boy just died, and now
Yep.
this fucking dick,
Almost unrecognizable, aren't they?
dude.
You don't even know them
oh
anymore.
My God, it's fucking hard.
Yeah, it's insane.
I was like kneeling on his shoulders the other day, like digging into his neck, trying to make him laugh. He's just like,
No.
I'm not gonna let a laugh out. I'm like, you can like enjoy life with your family. Like you're allowed to smile and laugh at home.
yeah.
Because like I hear him on his like PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, and that's distracting as fuck. I might go out there and be like, hey, we're recording. It's normally it's dead silent in this fucking building, but
No, there's a weekend too. There's no one really working on weekends here, are there? Well, the store.
The store.
Is that
yeah.
coming from the store
It
over there?
might be. I'm not sure. It might be.
They're excited about the
Yeah,
scents in
they're-
there, the
they're like,
candles.
Woo! Yeah, I know. I just heard. But,
Bayberry.
dude, that's why we schedule so late most of the time too. Is like, I mean, at least at like 6 or 7 p.m. Just because this building is. got
You
a
know
lot of
what
people in
though?
it.
When you changed, we originally had 5 p.m.
Yeah.
When you said, "Can we do 2?" I was elated. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, can we do it at like 10?
Right.
Let's do it early." Eh?
Yeah, let's do it at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
dude,
like-
I would love to be the first people here, get the podcast done and get out of here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I get up at 4 every day, so like 2 p.m. is the middle of my day.
But
Like
no one you're interviewing can do it.
nobody can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally I can't fucking do it,
Yeah.
you know, like, but yeah, I totally fucking lost my train of thought just because I heard a woo down the hallway.
What kind of offices are in here?
So there's we walked through the Hatchery Co. She's like the vendor store where she's got a bunch of like small creators rent space in her store. And then,
Like a flea market type setup.
kind of,
something like
yeah,
that,
yeah. And then there's a barber. I think she's a barber. I don't know. I saw her microwave. I was in here at like 10 p.m. one day, just jamming loud as fuck. Like I have a half stack of my drum kit, so I'm jamming loud as fuck. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go fucking pee or whatever. And I come out and she's like standing at the microwave, like pulls out like a hot towel, and I was like, do you have a fucking client here? Like, my bad, dude. I'm like jamming along to like Tool or something, just like loud as fuck. Had no idea anyone else was in the building.
So like masseuse,
I think she's a barber. I think she was like heating up a towel to like
oh,
shave
towel
somebody.
treatment, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so I think she's a barber, but I'm not. I talked to her for like 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then across the hall, there's like a used car sales guy who gives a fuck. And then
I was excited when I was I don't know what road it was. I'm not familiar with West Side. This is West Side for me.
Yeah.
But Dixieland Flea Market. I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to go there when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I found some gold. Where's the fucking clown at? The clown from Spawn. I found that at the flea
Oh,
market.
nice.
That is a big flea market.
I love that place.
It was like Gibraltar Trade Center, and then that closed down. I'm like, well, I'm not
I
driving
will
to
forever
Waterford
miss
for-
Gibraltar.
I grew up on the
Yeah.
east. I grew up on the east side, and like the weekend thing was to go to Gibraltar
All
Trade
the
Center.
time.
I fucking
Yep.
loved it.
I bought shit so much, like the Star Wars toys. They had Star Wars vendors there that you could find the rare gems. These guys were just like mega geeks about it. I'm like, I know where I'm going this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, and I was the first one there. What's the new shit? What do they got?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I never went there with a specific plan. It was always just like, let Gibraltar tell me what I'm gonna get today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would just like float through there, and I'd end up buying some fucking die-cast car, or like, like there's like an Oriental booth where there's like these lanterns and shit, just like any random sticker that says like "piss on Chevy"
You can buy
or whatever.
You can buy speakers for your car, a samurai sword, a dog, and a hot dog with Star Wars toys in the same day.
Yeah.
and they
And
might
get a-
have a knife and gun show in the next room.
And get a tattoo.
Yeah,
A
get a
really,
tattoo.
really piss poor tattoo,
I
but
bought
it was
a dog
there.
I bought a dog there.
You bought a dog
Yeah.
at Gibraltar?
Yeah.
Until you said you bought a dog, I was like, you can do all of those things at Menards.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, you bought a dog at Gibraltar.
I did.
It's fucking awesome.
I did,
God,
yep.
I loved it. Me and my brother did a fucking scavenger hunt there one time, where I was like, you got to find I had to find a sheriff's badge, and he had to find like a Buddha or something, and we both like showed up. We're like, motherfucker, we
Of
both
course
found
you're
it.
gonna find that. Yeah.
We both found him. Oh man, God, I love
The
it.
ultimate flea market.
I've only gone to Dixieland a couple of times, but every time I've gone there, I've come home with like hundreds of dollars of just malarkey that I did not need.
No.
I love it.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, I bought jewelry, wallets. Everything. It's just you never know what you're gonna find. But
Yeah.
again, these are the types of places like might as well just crack a beer, get a little buzz on, and then walk around there and see what you can find.
Yeah.
Like, just go for it. And if you spend a couple hours there, you'll walk out with shit you don't need. It's amazing.
This is my favorite shit on earth. Like, I mean, look at the fever dream of our studio. This is what my house looks like too.
I like what you're doing.
This is what my house looks like also. It's just like filled with bullshit that no one needs to collect. That's my jam.
It's decor. It's good decor.
Like, you go into a regular person's house and they have like, paintings of like Roman
laugh, love.
stairs or whatever, and like some like, oh, I got a painting of a bouquet of flowers. You walk into my house and there's like like one of the things that we bought recently, this artist that works at the Renaissance Festival or tours with the Renaissance Festival, he does these like royal portraits, but it'll be like the head of a frog or a sheep or something. I think it's hilarious. That's what we have in our living room.
That's awesome.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's great.
I like what you do. I do this too, and I got into. I'm an oil painter, right? So I started painting, and once I started painting, I was just jamming them out. So my entire house now they're in storage, but I have all my paintings up. But it's like my bathroom is completely decorated like R2D2. My living room is all my art.
Yeah.
And then the basement is all band shit and Star Wars.
Hell yeah.
It's like you're such a child. When people walk into my house, maybe the living room gives them a glimpse of maybe this is an adult, and the rest of the house they're like, no, you're a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't let it go though. I can't do it.
This is I'm not gonna change. This is it. This is peak Matt. Like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be like, okay, I need to get rid of all this and then decorate my house with Italian chefs for some fucking reason. Everyone did that.
When I look at those, like, the houses where it's pristine and it looks like everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses, I'm like, none of that appeals to me at all.
Yeah, it's just like, ugh.
It's a boring
you have
house.
you have no thoughts of your own.
Right, exactly.
You just let Art
Everything
Van-
was bought from Bed Bath and Beyond, and
Right.
that's the paintings are from Bed Bath and Beyond. Well, why don't you get a vinyl album and frame it,
Right.
Or paint something, like do something,
Right.
Yeah, it's just to each their own.
I'm
but
in exact agreement with you there.
just ignore them.
I
Just
can't.
ignore them.
I feel like I'm in a movie theater right now. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
stop crinkling your fucking candy.
Yeah, like someone's trying to open up a Werther's original. Like, I'm sorry, can we not?
Yeah. Hey, can you get this open with dynamite instead? It'd be quieter.
You know what I struggle with, and I wish they could do this different. Reese peanut butter cups. I hate the inside thing that you get to peel off.
You don't like taking the panties off
There's
it?
no way to get. But your
so
hands
exciting.
always get dirty, and I'm like neurotic, and I'm like, well, I have to wash my hands after I peel this chocolate.
I love peeling the panties off a
delightness.
Reese's cup. It's sexual. I love it.
Yeah, you have a different perspective than me, and that's nothing wrong with that.
I'm never gonna view that the same now. I'm gonna buy a Reese's at work, and everyone's like, "Oh, you enjoying that?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is my
you know
favorite
what? Panties
part."
should come off easier than that. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Oh yeah, no, I don't. I actually don't like. Dude, I tell you what. Like speaking of like candy and shit. I was always like a real fat kid. Like I like no like hear me. Oh, hear me.
You're a foodie.
Hear me out. I was like
a foodie.
I was a real fucking fat kid. I'm like I loved candy. I loved like going real hard on savory. You know, like fries and steak and whatever, like fried wings or whatever. In the last year where I've been like working really hard at losing weight, I'm like that stuff actually grosses me out now, and I never thought it would. It's like.
But you're also maturing and getting older.
That too.
And your taste changes, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like the shit I ate in my 20s is repulsive.
Yeah. Dude, but man, I would have never thought some of the stuff that disgusts me would disgust me. Like,
So what's the one thing that like you can't touch now?
Andy caps? Like
even know
hot
what that
fries?
Oh, the fry. Oh, yeah.
Hot
yeah.
fries?
Okay.
Like in a bag, like the
Yeah, like the blue bag of hot fries, you know,
Oh,
like the,
yeah,
like they're
yeah,
like
yeah.
they're like chips, you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're you know, they're fucking shaped like French fries, and I used to love them. I love the flavor of them. If they made a seasoning, I would buy it, but I can't eat. Like as soon as I like crunch them, I'm like, this is fucking disgusting. Like
Yeah.
I know, like I just immediately my mind's like, that's not food.
It's not food.
Like why are you not eating a vegetable or meat? Like
Right.
this is not.
Yeah.
It grosses me, and then like the mush that it makes when you chew it, and then it like gets stuck in your teeth. I used to like that sensation. Now I'm like, this is fucking disgusting.
You know what? After like a good hangover, right? What do you go for? You go for greasy fried shit.
Yeah,
I can't even do that anymore because fried food does that to me now. Like a cheese stick, a mozzarella breaded fried cheese stick, it disgusts me.
Yeah.
I used to love the things. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, it's my body actually telling me like, stop.
get some nutrients.
Yeah,
in you.
like
Yeah.
you can't eat that shit anymore.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's crazy how that changes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like I would have never thought. I would have never thought that like fast food would be repulsive to me.
I never eat fast food.
If we go out, we go to a bar or whatever, I'm like house salad and soup, or like
Yeah.
maybe steak and a house salad. Like that's like I can't do like anything else. I'm like, this is fucking disgusting. Like
It's reassuring that your brain is maturing now.
it is. I'm like
Sometimes it doesn't.
yeah, right.
Right.
I know. I gotta. God.
And people like eat. I mean, I know. I was working. This is a funny story. So, I was working in a hospital, and one of the security guards. I was on night shift, so the downtime I'd go chat with these guys. So every day, he had a Whopper, right? Whopper sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you eat a Whopper every day? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, don't you know that's? He's like, it's not bad for you. It's got all the food groups. It's got bread, meat, cheese,
Fuck's sake.
vegetables. I'm like, dude, what?
Who taught
This
you
is how
this?
right. This is how like he was never educated. Like that is bad for you.
Yeah.
It's poison. And you saw like every year I worked with him a few years, he got fatter and fatter and fatter. I'm like, healthy?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not real food.
God, and they don't, and people just don't know, which is crazy.
No, he
Like,
didn't. He had no idea.
dude, I read a book. Johann Hari. He's one of my favorite authors. He wrote 2 books about addiction, and then he wrote a book about Ozempic. And I was like, I want to know about this. And like, there's so many like talking heads and influencers that are like, oh, it's gonna fucking murder you or whatever. And it's fucking. But so I read the book, and in there he talks about Japan's culture on food and like how it's so incredibly different than American and English culture, because he's British. So completely different than, you know, Western American culture or British culture in regards to food and nutrients, like or nutrition. These kids are taught. He went to a school just to see what it's like, and the kids are taught like what is beneficial, why you would want to take this, why you would want to eat this stuff, why you would want to include this. If you're feeling this way or you're lacking in this is what you should add or subtract from your diet. None of us are taught that shit. We're like, oh, my fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch is enriched. That's good for me. Like they spray vitamin A on it, and that's good enough.
Well, why do they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Is it truly? Well, if you really think about it, it's not. This was all propaganda from the food companies that started marketing their products, right? Cereal companies. Eat cereal. This is good for you. You got to jumpstart your metabolism in the morning. Actually, fasting's better.
Yeah.
Like you can eat once a day, and if you do it right, you will maintain good good nutrients, right? You'll stay a good weight.
Yeah.
You're going to be healthy, but it's all propaganda.
Yeah.
It's just the way it's. But if you're not educated about it, you're not going to know
Yeah,
it.
and so the whole like 3 meals a day thing, I don't understand that. Like there's so many schools of thought, and different things work for different people. Some people eat 7 or 8 tiny meals a day, and that's exactly what they should do.
I do this. I'm a grazer. I just snack all day.
Yeah.
And I've maintained my weight my entire life.
And there's some people who are like, I need to eat one like 2,000 calorie meal a day, and I can eat what I want, but then that's it, and I'm done for the day. And
yeah, but are you going to eat 2,000 calories of pizza?
well, for
Or are you
sure,
gonna
the
eat-
content,
right?
yeah, for sure that matters. Like the
does.
content of what you're
Yeah.
eating absolutely matters. But there's so many talking heads, like these fucking influencers that are just spewing bullshit without any kind of data, and then people are just soaking it up and going, intermittent fasting. I can't eat from 8 p.m. to noon the next day. Okay, the time doesn't matter. You're mixing up like science with malarkey. Like you're basically a chiropractor. Like just stop. Like fasting's good for you. Why is it good for you? Well, because your body stops burning sugar for fuel and it switches over to burning ketones. So then your body starts producing ketones in the liver out of your fat cells. That's good for you. Do I know why? No, I'm not a fucking nutritionist. Hey, close your eyes real quick. Do I have a lab coat on? Fucking no. That's what I've read. That's what I think is but I'm not the guy that figured that out. I've just listened to a guy that figured that out,
you
and now
have
I'm
to.
spewing that, you know.
You have to look at researched, peer-reviewed articles and books on this stuff. Like
Yeah.
you can't just Google it and think that this is source information.
Yeah.
Is it peer-reviewed? Does it come from an established medical journal? Right? All this bullshit out there that people believe that are teaching other people. Right? It's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
And when, I'm actually teaching people the right way to do this, they're like, well, this is not what Google says. Well, then go ahead and listen to Google and get out of my face.
Yeah.
Like you guys.
Well, I mean, you could find excellent information on Google, but
Yeah,
you can
you
also
can.
find complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Like how many, I don't know if you've come across this, but how many influencers are calling themselves doctor something or other, and then they're giving out nutritional advice, and you find out they're a fucking chiropractor.
Yeah.
You have no training.
Remember Dr. Phil?
Fuck.
He wasn't board certified anything. He actually went to school when he was on the show and doing the show because he was a fraud. And then he
really?
actually became a doctor in psychology or whatever it
Oh,
was.
he's a psychologist.
Yeah, but didn't have that title, but called himself Dr. Phil.
See, I didn't watch his show but I don't. Was he spewing shit? Like,
Yeah, well, he was just like, it was like a Maury Povich, basically.
I was okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
mean-
I thought too, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was like too young to watch it when
Yeah.
it was like at its peak, because it was like what, like maybe the peak was like 2005 or something. Like
It might have been. It was
Something like
early, yeah.
now, when you say Dr.
'Cause I
Phil, I'm
think-
thinking about Adam Ray doing an impersonation.
Oh my God! Every time.
You know, but Dr. Oz, that's another guy who is like, I mean, he was a board certified medical physician. You know, he's a medical doctor, a physician, but he was spewing absolute utter
Because
fucking
they're paying
bullshit
him.
because they're lining his pockets.
Yeah,
You know?
of course. That's why when you go to a lecture or any medical lecture and they say, we don't have any ties to this, essentially, right? They're not paying us for this information. We're not affiliated. We're just talking about the drug, but they're not paying us to do so. But you need that disclosure to say, all right, he's actually talking about how the drug works or how this works. They're not paying him to say, right,
Yeah.
our drug is superior. And that's what you're ultimately there to do.
Even the way they do some of these studies is flawed because the company that
all
developed the
studies are
drug,
biased.
yeah,
All
well,
of
for
them.
sure, right? Because
Yeah.
you have humans involved,
Yes.
and humans want to prove that they're right.
Yep.
But also the way that they're engineered, like you have a pharmaceutical company who's funding a drug, and then they fund this study, and then they submit the findings that they want to
Yes.
these boards,
Yeah.
and then you're writing findings based on evidence that was reported by the person who funded the study, who funded the development of the drug. How the fuck could you possibly think that that's not biased, that that's true and accurate data?
Unless you're doing a
Resting.
blind randomized controlled study. I mean, you don't know, and that's as close as you can get. But, I mean, come on. There's so much bias in studies. And how do you know, like, there's 100 people on your team conducting this study? Well, what if 2 of them are just hiding shit and you don't even know it?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know.
Right.
It's just the way it is.
Right. And a lot of the studies are anecdotal studies. Like, can you think of something that would be less reliable?
Well, anecdotal
Hey,
means
how are
no
you
evidence.
feeling? How are you feeling? Feel good. Lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you could keep data on weight, but you know, if you're literally just checking in with people that are supposed to be taking the drugs, like, do you know that they took the drug? Do you know that this is real? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's such a weird fucking world. And
It's
we're talking
getting
about
weirder.
And we're talking about nutrients. Like, the sugar industry was just bought off scientists for not that much money.
Yeah.
And completely lied to a generation about heart health.
Sugar
Like,
is a poison,
yeah.
especially refined sugar. You get sugars naturally. When you're eating refined sugar, it's poison, as I drink a beer.
Right, right. Speaking of poison, no, but I mean, God, I don't know if you watched that documentary "Fed Up," where they talked about like sugars being attached to fiber is basically the only way that it's okay, because it's you eat an apple, the sugars in an apple are attached to fiber, and this fiber is essentially acting as a slow release medium
Correct.
for that sugar, instead of mainlining it like we do when we drink fucking Mountain Dew, and then our body's like type 2 diabetes, gout, and all these like inflammation diseases and
Well, it's how your body's going to process. It's your insulin spikes.
Yeah.
So if you're driving your pancreas to produce insulin nonstop from refined sugar, and you're blasting it, right? Your organs are going to start like realizing, I really can't keep up with this. And then the keys are not unlocking the receptors to say, all right, I'm overloaded with insulin. I can't even do it. No, now your sugar's high, right? Now you're in trouble. Disease process.
Yeah.
If you do that when you're healthy for a long time, you're going to end up doing that.
Yeah.
It's just bad. It's poison. Chocolate. I have 1 piece of chocolate a day. I have to. But like, I could have an entire candy bar a day. I don't do that. But I just need a little taste of the sweet nectar.
yeah. I think anything in moderation, right, is going to be okay. But I mean, I don't know what quirk I developed as a kid where I just had no off button. Like, I could just go and go.
It's a good thing you have it now, though, right? Did you do damage? Maybe you'll figure it out when you're 60 or 70,
right?
You know.
Oh, I for sure did. I mean, I was obese for fucking,
Yeah.
25 years or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for sure, there's something that I fucked up by
Yeah.
eating like a fat sack of shit for so long and just getting no nutrients, taking no vitamins, not doing any kind of metabolic work on my body. You know, it's like, and honestly, like, getting scared is what like made me switch up, and I'm like, all right, like, let's fucking figure this out. Like, there's no reason to be 300 pounds. There's no fucking reason.
No.
My brother and I got in an argument about this because we're both fucking fat motherfuckers, and he was like, our family just, and I'm like, no, you're not. You're never gonna convince me that it's normal for a family to be 300 pounds. There's no fucking.
But when you see that though, and that's the way you grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, your eyes work. You can see that other people are skinny, but you're so accustomed to your traditions or whatever your habits are in your family. How are you going to break them? It takes a lot of It takes a lot of energy to convince yourself, I need a change.
Yeah.
I got to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And
That's willpower there, and you proved it. You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, it was getting scared. Like, I was having. I mean, I had gained weight back that I didn't know. I was just like, oh, dryer is fucking shrinking my shirts. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of denial. I didn't realize that I'd gained so much weight back. Just get into a healthy relationship, and we just got fat and happy and just like ate and drank and partied, and we're merry. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But I was having like racing heart issues, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what the, I'm like, my heart rate is not proportionate to what I'm doing. And my mom had, she had to have an ablation where they go into your heart and create scar tissue to basically interrupt the signal so that your heart doesn't race. She'd have several hours where her heart rate would be 220 for no reason. And so I'm like thinking, oh, fuck, I have this because something's going on with me. I'm walking at a slightly brisk pace at work and my heart rate's like 180. Not proportionate at all. I have been walking and running up and down flights of stairs, building shit for a living for 15 years. Like my body's accustomed to this, whether I'm fat or skinny. So my heart rate was not proportional. And I was having problems for a while. And then I was driving home, and this was like the rock bottom of all these events. I'm driving home with the kids and my heart rate is just going. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I've been sitting down for an hour because I had to drive from work to the babysitter and then from the babysitter to my house. And my heart rate is just fucking going and going and going. And I'm just talking to my kids, trying to keep the facade up. You know, I'm fine. Keep it together for the kids. And I go to my daughter, I'm like, McKenna, you got to stop. You got to just stop. Like, hold on. Like, you guys just stare out the windows. You got to shut up for the rest of the drive. I need to like calm down. And I look at my watch. My heart rate's like 215.
Oh yeah.
217.
Yeah.
219. 220. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and then all of a sudden my lips are tingly. My fingertips are tingly. My fucking chest is going. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I just have a surge of panic flow through me. Like, oh fuck, here it is. Like, this is what this has been leading up to. I'm having a fucking heart attack. And I call 911. And then I have to tell them what's going on. And I just scared the absolute fuck out of my kids. Dad, you know, just crying in the back seat. And I'm like, I'm on this road and you know, and the ambulance gets there like pretty much immediately. I mean, it was like 2 minutes, but it felt like I could have watched the fucking Titanic with the amount of time it felt like passed. And they get me into the ambulance and she's like, hooks me up to all the fucking leads. And she's like, I can see not only are you not having a heart attack, you have never had a heart attack. I can see this on the EKG or whatever. And my heart rate was like 170. So it had dropped like 50 beats per minute by the time that the ambulance was there. So I'm like, okay, this wasn't, I've had anxiety issues my whole life. This was not just run of the mill normal anxiety. What the fuck was that? And I spent 3 days on a cardiology floor. They couldn't figure out anything wrong with me, except for that I was severely and chronically dehydrated.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
There it is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I have no appetite for water ever. I have to force myself to drink water. And like through reading and talking to doctors and stuff, I found that when you're dehydrated, your blood plasma volume reduces and then your heart has to beat harder and faster to get the same amount of oxygen around your body. Right. So just there's an absolute mechanical reason why your fucking body reacts to being dehydrated. Okay, cool. Also, I was so fat and unhealthy, I was convinced that this could be a heart attack, and that's a fucking problem too. Yeah. So then it was like, all right, let's get our shit together. Like, because my fattest was 320 pounds.
It's so big.
It's fucking.
That's so big.
It's huge.
And that honestly, that's going to cause your heart stress
for sure.
Even if you don't have a family history of it, right? It's stressing. It's making your heart work so hard to get blood to more surface area, right? This is what's going on. So yeah, you're gonna have, and hopefully, I mean, with obesity becomes plaques, right, and cholesterol issues. So you're compounding that obesity with poor diet, bad, blood sugars and cholesterol issues.
Right.
You don't get that under control, man. Your heart's done.
Right.
It's gonna infarct, and you're gonna have a problem. And you were on your way there.
I was on my way there.
Yeah.
I was absolutely on my way there. And and that's when dudes in their 40s and 50s just fucking drop dead.
And you were in your 30s, right?
I was not 30 yet.
Not 30 yet, man.
Yeah. And I was like, but the fact that I was so unhealthy, I was like, oh, this is a possibility. Like, that's a fucking issue. I should be healthy enough to be like, okay, if I am having an event where my heart's racing and I'm scared, the first place my mind goes is, oh, you're obese. You're dying. Like, this is what you did this to yourself because you can't maintain a normal amount of fucking mouth pleasure. So you're just going to eat yourself to fucking death. And then your kids are going to be raised by who? You know what I mean? It's like, what am I doing?
Yep.
Just so I can have McDonald's and Coke and fucking,
Which now probably repulses you.
Now I think it's the most disgusting shit on earth.
Yeah, you changed your mindset.
Which is, it's crazy. I mean, just in a year, it's like, I can't believe how different I feel about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also got I've snored my whole life. I went and got a CPAP machine. I didn't know that is as deadly as it is. Having sleep apnea.
It causes heart strain.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea that. I was like, oh, I just snore, whatever. I have a dry mouth in the morning. I'm fine. No.
When your wife's next to you and she's like, that was 20 seconds. Oh,
yeah.
Wake up. Wake up.
Right. Yeah. Like a third of the time you're
Yeah.
not breathing and your body's dumping like
So you
stress
had a sleep
hormones.
study, right? And then they said,
Yeah.
boy, you have obstructive sleep apnea. Let's get you a CPAP machine, right?
I have both.
And I bet you sleep great now, don't you?
Changed my life.
I know.
I can't undersell it.
Yeah.
Dude, I have both. I have obstructive sleep apnea and I have central apnea. So my brain actually doesn't tell me to breathe when I'm sleeping also.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do I have a fat neck and tongue that blocks my airway, I also have a stupid fucking brain that doesn't want to breathe for some reason.
Yeah.
But it changed my life. Dude, wearing that fucking fighter jet mask to sleep, uncomfortable for a week. Now I don't even think about it. And I wake up and I don't take naps at work anymore. Like I used to take every break. I'd take a nap when I'm at home. By like 7 p.m. I'd be a dick, like just so tired. What do you need? What do you want? What are you fucking talking? I'd be mad at the dog just for being there. No, completely
you're not
changed
resting.
my life. Completely changed my
You're
life.
not sleeping at night,
Yeah.
right? You gotta
Right.
be recharged. And everybody that tells me have gotten on CPAP machines say the same thing. It's miserable at first, but once you get used to it, you've never slept better in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea that I was like, I just thought, I was like, oh, this is just how life is. Like because I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And then I remember like the first few days after I started using the machine, I was like, I feel really good today. And the correlation wasn't there. I was just like, yeah, I just feel good. I don't know. Fuck, good day. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, oh, it's because I'm like sleeping for the first time in my fucking life.
Yeah. I'm not hungover, and I actually slept nice.
Right.
Right. With some oxygen blowing into my lungs. It's nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That, and I'm like eating good too.
Yeah.
So like, I went from just like unhealthy, choking in my sleep, eating fast food, drinking myself to death all the time. I mean, we're drinking right now, but we're partying. But
it's a party day.
But
It's
this
Saturday,
was, yeah.
right?
I mean,
Right.
I was like we'd like go drink at break at work. You know what I mean? Like fucking pipe fitter shit. We'd go out to the bar for lunch and have a few, and then might have a few when I get home too. And then I'm also eating bar food, and I'm eating bullshit, and I'm not working out, and So like to go from that life to like where I'm at now, I just feel like so different. It's crazy.
Yeah. You lose weight, it's going to drop your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your cholesterol. Like you can change just by losing weight and exercising to get off medication.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
That's what we do. Like and I tell people that all the time. And I was an example of that. I had high cholesterol, and I only put on like 30 pounds, but my blood pressure went up, my cholesterol went up, right? Stopped drinking for 5 months, lost all that weight, and off medication. Like your body will recover, but you just have to like help it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you said do you want to talk about your job, or because you said that you work in healthcare? So
Yeah, I'm a nurse practitioner, but we don't need to really talk about it.
Okay, sure. Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I want. Oh, I guess I want to get your take on, because when we brought up Ozempic briefly, and you were like, you.
Well, it's good if you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good for what they're fad. It's a fad drug.
Yeah.
And they're doing it to lose weight, and that's not what it's meant for. It's meant for diabetes, right? And it's good. It's a great drug for that, but the fad, and they're creating all these, now they have pills for it. Just exercise and lose weight by not eating shit.
Yeah.
Right? There are people, again, with disabilities that can't exercise, right? Some people have obesity from genetics that can't lose weight. That's what the medications are meant for. But if you're just lazy and you can't wrap your brain around, stop drinking, stop eating fast food.
Sure.
Like exercise and you'll lose weight.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Brad lost how much weight?
I was 175 pounds. I'm 158 now.
Right. And I helped him. I'm like, here, just change these things with your diet.
Yeah.
Right. Just do it during the week. Focus on this. And it works. Like you just have to commit. Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just can't do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have conflicting ideas about this because I do think that anybody that can do something naturally should do it naturally because it's going to be more sustainable. It's going to be healthier. There's you minimize risk, right? Like how many people took fucking fen and ruined their lives 30 years later, you know? But I do also think that everyone has like a limited amount of will. Yeah. And some people don't have. There's absolutely people who just can't.
Yeah, no,
like they're like I'm like 75-80% of my will, if I'm gonna diet and exercise, has to be don't eat. You know what I mean? And like if you're using all of your bandwidth to just try to not gorge or try to not be lazy, my God, if there's a thing that you can fucking take that can take that burden off of you and go, okay, I have a medical intervention that's going to change my mindset for me because I can't just will my way into it.
Right. Then if that's, again, but you're talking about a life-saving mechanism, right?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
If you have the will to do it, but if you don't, and now you're in trouble by obesity, now you have diabetes and high blood pressure, and maybe a drug is meant for you, or maybe a gastric bypass is meant for you to save your life, that's different, right?
Different
that's
than the
medically
people that are like,
necessary.
I want to lose 20 pounds to look better. Those people I can't stand.
Well, vanity is one thing, but and I would say, I'm vain. I want to look good. I want to stay thin.
Yeah.
I do that because it makes me happy, right?
Yeah.
When I put on 30 pounds, I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Like, I know better. And so I should be promoting, I should be telling people what I actually am doing in my life. I don't tell them I drink, but I'm like, just here's what I have to teach you. Take it for what it's worth and try it. And I always tell people, listen, if you lose weight, and you will start to get off these medications if you do it, right?
Yeah.
You already have disease processes. There are drugs that you need them, right? If you're diabetic, you need, right? Any pills or insulin or whatever you need, that's fine. But stop the fats. Like a cheese, the recommended dose of a cheese, right, is an inch square. That's for one day.
That's hilarious.
Right?
I could eat that on a cracker about 30 times.
2 slices of bread, right?
Yeah.
That's half the daily allowance right there. So if you have toast in the morning, you should probably say, I'm not going to do it at night. Start with limit fruits, right? Limit them. They're full of sugar. Vegetables and proteins. Have a chicken breast. Don't fry it.
Yeah.
Right? Boil your vegetables. Not in butter. There are things you can change that will count, that will limit calories. If you start minusing, say, this week I'm going to minus 100 calories. The next week I'm going to minus 200 calories. Do it slowly. You don't have to do it overnight.
Right.
Right?
There's like 2 things that I would always do when I was trying to lose weight, and then I would like give up in a few months.
Yeah.
It was always, I'm going to start Monday. Like that shit.
Yeah, it's the Monday curse.
That shit's got to get cut out. Like if you're going to do it, do it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing was, if I can completely change who I am, then it'll be good this time around. And it's not sustainable. Like I there was an advertisement that I saw. I don't remember what the company was, and I don't even particularly want to share what they were doing. But they said if your plan was to completely change who you are, you're already off to a bad start. Like you can do sustainable small changes and have huge differences in the end. And that's one thing that me and my brother have talked about in regards to like losing weight and changing our trajectories. It's like, okay, if I'm changing small things, but like a year later he hasn't changed anything and I've changed small things, it's like a ship. Like it's like 2 ships left and I just went 1 degree different. Well, like now we're a year later and I'm fucking miles, like so far away from him, I can't even see him.
Yeah, it's a compound effect.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, if you smoke cigarettes, okay, I'm not going to quit. I'm not quitting. I smoke 2 packs a day. Okay. Well, can you count, I don't know how many in a pack, 10, 20? 20. So say you smoke 40 cigarettes every day. Can you smoke 35?
Right, which is a reasonable change.
Right.
I'm
Do
never
that
going to
for
smoke
a couple
again.
weeks and then smoke 30.
Yeah.
And if you get down to 1 cigarette a day Isn't it better than smoking 2 packs?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just, and you don't have to quit overnight. Don't stop drinking overnight because you might have what they call delirium tremens, where you might seize. Like if you're a heavy drinker, don't stop cold turkey.
yeah.
Right.
That's what
Wean
killed Amy
yourself
Winehouse,
off.
right?
I don't know exactly, but I know. She was into drugs, alcohol. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But she was, again, she was so. I remember when she was at her skinniest, she looked like a skeleton. So
Scary.
I don't know if she was bulimic or anorexic, whatever it was. She was on drugs. She was killing herself.
Yeah.
And I remember when she looked healthy. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Like skin looked great. Like
It's gorgeous.
full.
Yeah.
And then when you see her when at her worst, it's like, wow, not
yeah.
even the same person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible to see the way some of these diseases can just eat people away. But
Look at Matthew Perry from Friends, right?
oh yeah, that one season he's like,
Well, he did this
Skeleton.
interview and he wrote a book about it, and he's essentially said if you watch the show, I don't know, it was 8 or 9 years on TV, he would get skinny, chubby, not fat, but you would see differences, right?
Yeah.
He would probably put on 40, 50 pounds, lose it, and he was like, you could tell when I was drinking because I was heavier, and then when I stopped drinking and I was strictly on drugs, I got super skinny, and then it was just this vicious cycle.
man,
Yeah.
yeah. God, doesn't that put a different perspective on watching that show?
It does.
Seeing him
Mhm.
fucking
It
cycle
does.
through these.
Well, it's like the Bill Cosby show.
Well, that.
Growing up with that. I mean,
Yeah.
how would you know?
God.
And it poisons your outlook on the show now
It's
is
ruined.
so
It's
different.
ruined.
That's why I don't want to. Okay, here's one thing I always say. If I met Dave Matthews, I would be elated.
Yeah.
I don't think at this point in my life I'd be like starstruck and wouldn't know how to talk to him. I would talk to him, but what if I don't? What if he's not the guy I thought he was in my mind?
Yeah.
Do I want to meet him, or do I just want to live through that with his music?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to meet the
I
guy.
love the music so much that
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't want to meet him.
Yeah.
Because it might ruin it.
Like Ryan Adams. I was a huge Ryan Adams fan. I still am. Still am. But he's nuts.
yeah.
He's an asshole to people that he works with. He's gone through all these bands. But I'm not going to meet him. And I've heard things and I've seen things. And the stories turns out are true. But I'm like, listen, I like his music so much. I'm just going to listen to it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what? No one's perfect.
Yeah.
And everybody fucks up shit in their life, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's kind of like Chevy Chase too. Like,
Yeah.
Like I fucking love the comedy. of
He's
Chevy
brilliant.
Chase, but he's also, I've heard, a major douchebag. To
everybody
people.
hates him in the industry.
Yeah.
I
Which
watch
sucks.
Christmas Vacation every year, and I love it, and that's not going to persuade me any differently,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But man, yeah, yeah, God. I don't, yeah, God. Now that I'm thinking about, like, if I met Dave Matthews and, like, there's some people that you just don't vibe with at all. Like, you just, like, I'm pretty good at being personable and getting along with anybody. But there's some people that I'm just like, fuck, like what? Like you just try to make some kind of connection. You're like, I just got nothing here. Like there's I can't get a iota of momentum here.
Yeah.
What if I met him and that's how that went?
Well, that's why I say it.
oh, I'd be so sad.
I don't want to meet anybody. Especially the guys that I actually like don't know them, and I listen to I like their movies, or I don't want to get this poison in other people too. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to even know them.
Yeah.
I just want to live through the movies or the music to deal with that. And I know you're so distracted.
I know.
by these people out
I'm
here.
like a squirrel, but they're like literally right outside the window. Like, hey, let's go.
I can see them walking by.
Go
They're
to,
fine.
Go to the one place. No, everyone in this building is so cool, but that's the worst spot. It's like directly behind us. Like,
Yeah, and you really can't soundproof that any more than it is.
I
right?
know.
Yeah.
I should put up some shit, but I'm like also just trying to engineer like not having the issue at all by just doing it at night, which is like it seems like it's the better
I'm
way
so
to
happy
go.
we're here in the day, though.
I know. I
When
know.
Again, when you said can you guys do two? And I'm like, yes, I can. I can do two.
Say
Yeah.
less.
That
Right.
sounds great.
Yeah. Dude, I know. I get up at 4. And then I'm like, can I be energetic and locked in at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday? Like, dude, I don't know if I can do it.
That's
know,
tough, man.
But
There's like this gig we played with. No, I don't have to. I don't get up early. I'm up by 6:37, sometimes 7:30. I can still work from home or go to the hospital. Right. I can do that. Right. So it depends on the day. Yesterday, just so happens I was up at 6. I'm like, all right, I'm up at 6. I'll get up, start working. We didn't play until 1:20 last night.
Fucking God.
We were just.
Oh my God.
We were so. And you know what? I always
So
talk about
tired.
this, and I'm not going to name bands right now. That's not what I'm meant to do. But bands don't understand etiquette and respect. When you're there and you're supposed to start at 10 and you have a 45-minute set, you're done at 10:45.
Yeah.
And you break down for 15 minutes, and the next band goes on.
Yeah.
Each band played an hour. So our set was like 20 minutes. I'm like, why are we even fucking here?
Oh God, I'd be pissed.
Like we were all livid. And if those bands are listening right now, I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to give your names, but do better.
Yeah.
Do better, guys.
Absolutely.
Learn respect and etiquette.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
That's just something that I take very seriously because we're not going to make it alone. I always say this, this is a team sport. If you cannot carry another band with you, you're not going to have success.
Yeah.
Like you got to work together and respect each other's time. Help them break down. Help them carry shit off the stage.
For sure.
None of them do that. They're just in their heads and they think they're rock stars. And I'm like, guys, we're all in this together. We're not selling tickets for probably not here.
Are these guys like in their 20s?
I don't even know them.
In their 20s, just
it
getting
was
started?
a mix. It's a
Okay.
mix. You know.
Yeah.
So it's not an age issue where they don't understand. Like they're
No,
not in
it's,
the culture.
it's an
enough to
ignorance.
know.
They're ignorant.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yeah, comedy has the same thing. When you're playing shows, so I've done a handful of shows, but I was never like actively touring. Are there venues where they like light you like they do for comedy? Where they like flash a light, like, "Hey, your time's up.
Oh,
Get off."
We play at Diesel Lounge a lot. It's in Chesterfield. Great venue. Love it there. The staff, the owners, just magnificent. These guys are great. And I've known them for a long time. If it's not our venue, if I'm not headlining the show, if I'm opening, the sound guy has said, all right, one more.
Yeah.
Like that's what they should be doing that. Someone should be directing. I'm not paying attention to my watch.
When
I have
you're
a
playing?
set list and I can gauge how long the set list is going to go. But sometimes we improvise or I'm talking and then I may lose 4 minutes. Well, that means I'm going to have to cut a song.
Yeah.
But if you don't cut your songs, now you're fucking the next band. And I take that very seriously. I don't do that.
Is there any way that these guys, I mean, to play devil's advocate, do you think they're just getting lost in the moment and then no one's telling them, hey, come on, you're up, you're done?
That could be the point. The point that I make is someone has to run the ship.
Yeah.
Whether it's the sound guy or the band who organized it. You're the guy who's directing. And you're like, all right, you got one more song.
Yeah.
If there's no direction, people, again, it's chaos.
Send the guys
There's
out
no
with the
law and
long
order. There's
cane.
chaos. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly the thing. And it's like, you have to respect other people's time too.
for sure.
And our drum set was we backed line. So every band used our drum set. So we're forced to stay there. And now we could have walked out and said, why are we even here now?
Right.
But that's just shitty on their part.
Yeah.
And if they're listening, I don't care. You guys
Well-
need to do better.
Yeah. I mean, they might not even know that there's an issue.
Well,
If no
hopefully
one-
they
if no
know
one-
now.
Yeah. If no one had
Yeah.
the conversation with them, go, hey,
Yeah.
you guys fucked me.
Yeah.
Like everyone took an extra 20 minutes. Well, then now
Yeah.
I got a 20-minute set.
Yeah.
I've been
And we
here all
walked out
night.
of there with $80. He was gracious enough to pay us.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
We want to play. We're here to play.
Right.
We're here
That's
to
the
capture
game.
an audience. $80. What's that gonna do?
Right.
I just drank that.
Right. Right.
Right. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be fucking furious too, especially the amount of effort it takes. The effort to get 5 people to show up to play a gig
yeah,
is monumental,
it is.
and then to be fucked out of that gig down to 4 songs, three songs, depending on right. It's fucking yeah. I'd be
No,
fucking
it's-
furious.
It comes down to it where it's like, well, we provided the drum set. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Maybe next time, get your shit together.
I did get a thank you from one of the guys, but
That's good.
that's nice and all. And they weren't dicks, but your actions speak louder than words.
Yeah,
right.
Yes.
Yeah, you can be polite, but then make decisions that fuck me. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, oh yeah, he's a really friendly guy.
Yeah. And I gave him the cold shoulder after that. I'm like,
I wasted my whole fucking night.
I didn't say a word to them. They were like, hey, and they started talking to me, and I was just cleaning up the stage, getting my stuff packed up. They're trying to talk. I'm just completely ignoring them. Like, I don't have time for this now.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done. We're done here.
I think that's got to fall on the venue, though, right? Like whoever's running the show, right?
They don't give a shit.
But they got to, because if every show goes like that, I'm not coming anymore. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Aqua Monkey's not playing a show here because every time I come here, you guys are running this like it's a fucking high school show.
Yeah.
And then I get fucked out of my time, and I waste all this time and energy when I could have gone to a venue that values me showing up.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not mentioning the venue. I'm not mentioning the bands. That's not what I'm here to do. But if there's any band or venues who are listening to this, they should practice that.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a ringleader. Someone's got to direct, right?
Yeah.
If there's not, it's chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This happens on job sites.
Yeah.
Like, like we'll be on job sites where we have, 7 or 8 guys who are all journeymen, and like we've all worked together a million times, but one of us is made the foreman and they're not that serious about it. It creates such monumental chaos because we all have opinions. We all have ways we want to do stuff. And if no one's like doubling down and going, no, this is my baby, we're doing it my way. If no one does that, things fall apart so hard. It's insane.
Yeah.
And that's with a
Anything.
crew of men who are competent, who know what to do.
Yeah. The boys do get lost in their own heads, right? There's got to be a leader.
Yeah.
There has to be a leader.
Has to be. There's a reason the fucking
Right.
there's a reason the military is structured the way it is. There's a reason the trades are structured the way they are.
Yeah.
There has to be someone to hold the guys below accountable.
Standard operating
Like
procedure.
band
Yeah.
practice, per se, right? Some of us times we get lost in our own, we'll start jamming and going off into certain things, right? Improvising, and then it goes into this other song, and then it's like, all right, boys, fun's over. Get back to the song. We got to work on these songs.
Yeah.
But it's easy to get distracted sometimes, right? But there has to be someone that says, all right, now playtime. Let's get back to it. And then at playtime happens again. It's like, all right, let's go. Let's focus again. If you don't do that, if there's someone there that doesn't do that, you're going to be, a practice is going to take 4 hours compared to 2.
Right.
I don't want to be there 4 hours.
Oh man.
You know?
Yeah. When I was the last band that we were actively writing and recording, we all got along so well that it would turn into a shit show because it'd be like, oh dude, you see this video?
Well, yeah.
And then you're like, dude, come on, pick the fucking, like, I have kids. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta go. We need to be doing this now. Like, we can't be sitting around being buddies right now. Today's not the day to be buddies. You're the fucking guitar player. Pick your shit
Yep.
up and figure,
Yeah, we have a gig. We're practicing. We're rehearsing to lock down this set list, right?
Yeah.
If we're gonna figure out transitions and segues, right? This is the time to do it. It's not the time to fuck around and practice these random songs that you heard last week. And
Yeah.
it's fun sometimes, honestly, if there's not an agenda. But when there is, and someone's got something to do, it's like, all right, we got to do. Let's go.
Yep.
And it can be stressful too, right? Practices are not always fun, but hey, it's like Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
Right.
That was not fun practicing.
No.
They were miserable.
You got to be psychos.
But they won 6 champions because of it. Like, if we're going to be a good band, we have to have focus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, me and my brother have similar work ethics, and we would bring in other guys. We had like 3 or 4 different bands with, basically me and him being the core members, and then some new rhythm guitar and bass player would come in, and there was times where we'd be like, hey, like, this is what the fuck our goal is here. Like, let's get to the brass tacks here. Like, let's get to the point. We're not here just for a cool hang. If you just want to be like a cool vibe, I'm a metal guy. I just got a fucking sweet vest on, and I'm just here to be a caricature of a stereotype. Go fucking stand on the fucking corner by the machine shop or something. Like, we're here to fucking work. If you don't want to work, get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's like,
You
do you want to be a basement band, or do you want to be a band who's playing gigs and potentially getting notoriety, and whether or not you're going to have a tour, which is so unlikely, but is this song going to get picked up and put in a movie someday?
Right.
Or, are you focused on these things? Like, do you want to just jam in the basement and go nowhere? That's fine. There are people for that.
Yeah.
That's not for me.
Right.
That's not for this band. And I think we pretty much are on the same page with that,
It's incredibly rare to find a group that is, that you have synergy with, where you can fucking be a living organism and have a similar, if not the same goal, and work towards it, and everyone's meeting what they're expected to do. Like, that is so incredibly rare. It's crazy.
I mean, Brad and I essentially consider the closest thing to a musical soulmate, right? And we always say that it's like, we got together for a reason. Like, whether it's some cosmos or whatever it was, we got together because we were supposed to do this together. And that was, what's almost
2019.
8 years, almost 7-8 years. Like, we've been playing together in different formats, but we get each other. When I write a song, he compliments it. He knows exactly what to do with it without even me telling him. And that's just a cool thing. And I've been in other good bands too, and I've had great guitarists, but it's just, if I want to say, there's probably 2 in my life that have been like that we just mesh together.
Yeah.
It's just a good feeling to have.
It's huge.
Yep. Yeah.
It's huge. And there were so many bands that we were with where our base level was not, hey, we agree. Like, even what the goal or the vision is, it is such that makes everything a conflict. Mm-hmm. Are we a metal band? Are we an alt band? Are we prog? Are we this? Are we that? Is this what we're going for? Are we gonna? Hey, could we do this?
It's funny because weren't we talking about this the other day? It was like, what do we classify ourselves at? Are we? What kind of band are we?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just write songs the way they come out, and whoever wants to classify them can classify them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say we're rock. But some other person out there that knows music better than me would say, no, you fit into this genre. And okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I just write songs. I don't know what they sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're in it, when you're writing the songs and someone starts talking about classification, it's normally because they want to box out something that they don't want to put effort into trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that always drove me fucking nuts, because I'm like, you look at my fucking walls here. Like, I have everything from bluegrass to death metal to fucking rap on my walls. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm inspired by a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. I got Sam Smith underneath fucking Maynard. You know what I mean? Like, the shit that I like, I'm like, I don't want to be boxed. I don't want to be boxed in. I don't want to be limited. Like, a perfect world, I would want to be some kind of jam-esque band, like My Morning Jacket, Dave Matthews. Mm-hmm.
My Morning
OAR,
Jacket's a cool band.
I fucking
Do you know
love
that you know where they record their albums?
I just read this because I did a fucking one album, one workout about them. Where is it?
A silo.
They record in a silo?
In a silo, like an empty corn silo or
I did
wheat
not
silo.
know that.
Yeah, that's where they get those deep depth sounds and haunting. Yeah, they let that
sweet.
echo in there, but it's a giant silo. Well, I don't know if they do that anymore, but that was where they got their sound.
That's fucking sweet.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah, that is cool. I love My Morning Jacket. I think they're so underrated for a band that's been around for 30 years. Mm-hmm. And like, they don't have national recognition like they should. It's crazy.
It is
They're
crazy.
so good. They have one of the best live albums of all time, Okamos or whatever.
I don't think I heard that.
It's got to be top 5 live albums. Because like the top 4 are Dave Matthews, obviously, but they're at least number 5. Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah. God, thinking about all the conflicts of being in bands, man. It's crazy that anybody is in any semi-successful fucking group. It's
nothing is forever, but and there are always issues. It's a family.
Yeah.
You have to hear the problems. You have to work the problems out. You may have to get space. You may have to, hug each other and have a deep conversation, or
hold each other accountable and go, hey, stop being a fucking.
No, yeah, and that's right.
You have those come to Jesus moments too.
It is it's a mini job, like
for sure. Yeah.
If we don't have cohesiveness and understanding in the group, it will fail.
Yeah,
it will.
Yeah.
So and that's like I always say, like, I'm what you see is what you get, and I speak my mind. just comes out of my mouth, and if you want to hear it, you don't. You know that's. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh well. But I think that there's got to be open honesty and communication, right? If you have a problem with it, maybe this isn't meant for you, or maybe you just have to realize that, oh, I didn't see that perspective.
Yeah.
Let's try this, right? It's not like, no one's like, it's not a dictatorship. It is a democracy, and that's almost the most challenging thing to do is like, you have a person who actually writes the songs. You have someone who has to learn the songs, someone who has to embellish them, right? A drummer who has to provide the backbone.
Yeah.
This is a team sport.
Yeah.
It's not just a Dan band. It's a team sport.
Yeah.
But if you don't appreciate that, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
You will fail.
Yeah. Yeah. To surrender to the organism and just like let it become what it's going to become.
Yeah.
Without being a control
And it may
freak.
change, right?
And that's
It may
hard.
change over
But,
time.
For you to say, or you're saying that you pretty much speak your mind. That's huge. There was so many conflicts I can look back at where it was like I just didn't know where the fuck people stood.
Yeah.
It's like
You have to pull it out of them,
like
right?
you'll be like they'll be agreeable and then they just don't come to practice for a month and you're like, well, what the fuck?
Well,
like
how
everything
bad?
was fine when we had the conversation, but then all of a sudden you're just like, ghosting the group. You're not responding to the group chat. You're not showing up to practice. And then when you do show up, you got an attitude or you're like texting the whole time. And you're like, well, what the fuck's going on here?
Almost every band I've been in since cell phones came out. Like my first bands, we barely had cell phones at that time. But every band has that. Every single band. There's always one, right? And it's not like it's a huge issue. It's like you got to talk it out.
Yeah.
Like you're not communicating this way. We need answers. We need this. Like you just have to talk about them.
Yeah.
It is a family, and every family has issues.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you love each other, but yeah, you got to talk about the hard stuff you don't want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, me and my brother, like I've said a few times, is like that's who I was in bands with like all through my 20s, but he's 7 years older than me. So you talk about being in a family like of like weirdos who are musicians, but then also it's my brother, and also it's my brother who's 7 years older than me. Mm-hmm. So you want to talk about like some weird conflicts when you're trying to write music, and I'm like, hey, like, here's the issue, and then you're like, you know what, me and you need to talk about this the way that we talk without the audience, because we're going to call each other fucking homos and scream. Yeah. But we'll get to the bottom of it. But everyone else is going to be like nervous because that's how we talk to each other. Mm-hmm. But we're going to scare everybody, who's a fucking sensitive, guitar player or whatever. Like we need to yell, but they don't need to hear it. So like, let's have this conversation privately, and then we'll let everyone else know like what we think and then see how they feel, and then that added a layer of, you have these different like power dynamics too, especially like with big age ranges in the band, or in experience ranges or talent ranges, where you're like, yeah, fucking, Chris is incredibly talented, so I feel like he should kind of lead this a little more, but like Scott's really not okay with this, and like, you know what I mean? And it's a fucking, it is. I mean, we're beating the horse to death here, right? But I mean, it's unbelievably complicated. It doesn't surprise me at all that like solo artists, like rappers and R&B artists are like, and pop artists are kind of like taking over, because then they can be dictators, and they don't have to deal with.
You hire a studio band to tour with you.
Yeah, you could program what you want.
It's very rare, especially I think nowadays, for a band to make it who was actually an original band from high school or whatever it was, right? I don't think much of that exists anymore, but I don't know. I think social media has changed it. I think the way music is distributed now changes that. You don't release albums anymore. You don't have, a physical copy. You have streaming and you have singles. Like people put out singles because it's not worth it to put out an LP. Why would you put out an LP? Yeah. People are just going to listen to one or two songs anyway. So it's not worth the time and effort. I'm not buying anything unless, again, I'm a vinyl junkie, so I go to the record stores and look for vinyl. But,
same. Yeah.
Right? And that's just my thing. But if I'm not going to go out and buy the vinyl unless I listen to them first. Back in the day, you didn't do that.
Right. You
had to buy
discovered it to hear it.
Right. And then you listen to the whole album and say, well, 50% of this album is shit, but there's 50 songs. Now you can just go to stream and buy or listen for free
Yeah.
your favorite songs. You don't have
Yeah.
to do that anymore. But that kind of takes the nostalgia out of it. I like figuring out what's shit and what's not on the album.
Yeah.
And I have to listen to it sometimes 10 times before I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
right?
Listening to a physical, I talk about this at work a lot. People don't understand what's the allure of vinyl? It's expensive as fuck. You can't skip songs you don't like. You know, it's an old technology. It's fickle. You got to buy really expensive shit for it to sound correct.
Yeah.
And then also, if someone walks heavy footed through the fucking house, they're messing up your song. Like, I mean, it's just like, why would you want to do this? And then I'm like, okay, like I have a $700, fucking record player, and then they're going into pretty good speakers. And when you listen to a certain album on like 175 gram vinyl, and it sounds like you're in the room, and then you have a physical connection to that music,
Right.
which you're like looking at the artwork, you're holding the fucking folder, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a different experience than just going like, and then I'm like listening to whatever my mind can think of immediately, which that's amazing, to be able to stream whatever the fuck I want, but it's just so different.
Mm-hmm.
And to sit down, like me and Paige, I'll buy a new record. I'm like, all right, it's time to like put the record on the player, and we lay down on the ground in between the two main speakers, and then we're just like stare at the ceiling and listen to the record.
That's how you should be doing it.
Who fucking does that anymore?
I do. But it's a rare thing. Like I will just, actually, I won't lay on the ground. I won't say I do that. But I'll just sit in a chair and listen to it.
Yeah.
Listen to the nuances. Listen to the crackle. That sound that comes from that album is different than the digital world.
Yeah.
It does. You have to, but again, you have to have the right record player. You have to have the right speakers. If you're just buying the little, what's that Crosley thing on, like from Target,
right?
It's not gonna sound good.
I know. No.
But you gotta, if it's an investment.
Yeah.
This is an investment. I have 1,000 albums. Like, I have a good record player because that's my passion.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get albums I don't especially like. Nowadays, it's kind of convenient that you can hear them first and then go buy it.
Right.
But that's how I add to my collection, is like, well, that's a good album. I'm going to get it.
That's exactly what I'm doing too, is I listen to anything and everything, and then I'm like, okay, would this be a richer experience? Then I'll buy it.
Here's a challenge for you. This is something that I just heard. I think I was probably on TikTok or something. He's like, there's this one guy I follow. He's like, I'm not going to buy any albums this year. I'm not going to buy not one album. But I'm going to listen to all the albums I have from front to back.
Okay.
Because he's like, I don't listen to a lot of them. There's a lot of good albums. So he's like, not buying. I'm just going to play
listen.
the ones I have. And the ones I probably have never listened to both sides, I'm going to sit and do that. That's my year's challenge.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. It's similar to what I'm doing with this, like all year, doing the one album, one workout. I listen to a new album
Oh, okay.
every single day.
That's a good.
But it's not on vinyl. It's not like a physical
Well,
copy.
yeah,
It's just I'm listening to new albums every single day. Every time I work out every day, so every single day I listen to a new album, and it's already like giving me like 15 new artists that I'm like, oh, I didn't know this. Like this is fucking sweet, or this is totally different than I thought. Ryan Adams, I'm excited to listen to because I was so pissed.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna change your perspective on that. I promise you.
Yeah.
Let me know. Text me what you think.
Yeah.
But he steered you wrong
With that album
for
absolute-
a workout. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of on a song you want to just chill.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's melodramatic.
He might as well have told me to listen to like Andre 3000's Flute album and then go to the gym. Like, what do you do? Like, why the fuck?
Kenny
G. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Listen to Kenny G.
Pavarotti has more balls for a workout than Ryan Adams' Heartbreaker does. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. But doing this one album, one workout thing has led me down a bunch of different paths that I've never been down.
That's a cool idea. I like that.
I fucking love it. And like, it sparked from the streaming services at the end of the year. Everyone's sharing. They're like, oh, I listened to fucking 20 albums last year, and I listened to 100 artists or whatever. And I'm like, fucking amateur numbers. Like, I'm looking at mine, and it's like, holy shit. Like, I had 8 hours a day off of music all year. Like, I'm doing pretty good, But then I'm looking at how many, like, in my recap, I think it said that I listened to like 400 artists, and I'm like, that's it. Like I feel like I listen to a huge variety.
How long are you in the gym?
Hour and a half.
So you're listening to an entire album each session, or do you like break it up?
Yeah, no, I'm listening to the entire album.
So that's your
during
workout.
the
you
workout.
Gauge your workout on the entire album, right?
No, I don't base it. Normally, because an album, almost every album I listen to is about 45 minutes, and then normally I have I'll do the new album, and then I'll go to like my favorites afterwards.
Okay.
So like I'll listen to the album, and I might listen to it twice if I really like something, and if I'm like, all right, cool, I got through that. Let's go back to
how do you
Dave
pick your
Matthews.
artists?
It's been a mixture of recommendations and then like a ChatGPT generated list of different genres. Like I had it give me fucking 100 metal albums, give me 100 R&B albums, give me 100 blah blah albums, you know.
Okay.
So like it's been a mix between that, and now I talk about this at work and talk about it with my buddies. So like they're giving me like I was shitting on the 80s metal to my buddy, and I was like, fucking Celtic Frost and whatever, it's all dumb, like sucks. And he's like, you gotta listen to Rust in Peace. If you think that you don't like any 80s metal, you gotta listen to fucking Megadeth when they came out with Rust in Peace. Like, you know what I mean? So like now those conversations are leading into
have you heard of Voivod?
Voivod? No.
Oh, check out Voivod.
Okay.
I think they're from either Montreal or Vancouver. It's Voivoid, Voivod.
Okay.
Or not ID. OD, whatever. Voivod, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
They have a lot of albums.
Yeah.
Their late 80s shit is great, but they've released some gems over the last like 20 years. It's just Infany's a great album.
Infany?
Infany.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a song on it called God Phones. It's just weird. It's just a good song, but they're metal. They're heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I like metal, and I like weird for
They're
sure. Like,
weird. You'll love them,
Like
then.
King Crimson is like on my Mount Rushmore. I love King Crimson. I like Frank Zappa.
Oh, yeah.
But like I love Rush because of Neil Peart.
Yep.
But yeah, like Celtic Frost, I'm like joking about not liking. I do like Celtic Frost, and then like Death and stuff like. So there are the godfathers of metal that I appreciate. But if I'm in the mood to listen to metal, it's normally not guys from the 70s or 80s. It's normally like I'm going to like, it's like Tool. It's new metal, you know.
All right, check out Voivod. You'll. It fits into that.
Okay.
It fits into that weird category.
Yeah, I definitely like the weirdos too, like like the fucking Primus and the super obscure
Our bass player
dumb
is
shit.
obsessed with Primus,
Of course,
and he plays the bass like he does, like Les Claypool.
Les Claypool.
Les Claypool.
Yeah.
He's very, very. What you call it? Slap good.
He doesn't really do a lot of slap, or our bass player doesn't do a lot of slap. It's more. It's just a lot of picking, I would say, but there's really no slap involved.
But he's like I always say, you're a lead bassist.
Yeah,
He's like a lead guitarist, lead bassist. He's
right on.
He's very active on the fretboard and comes up with weird notes and just all over the place.
See, this is a hill I will absolutely die on, and I love bringing it up because it pisses people off. If you're a bass player, you're either incredible or a piece of shit, and there's no in between. There is never an in between.
That's a new perspective. I can dig it.
There's only you're either a savant who's incredible, or you're a lazy guitar player who's just like, this is easier. That's it. That is it. This is a hill I will die on. Yeah. I can't tell you how many bands I've been in where like the lead guitar player's like, dude, you see the double dots, put your finger there, pluck like 4 times, then go to the next fret down. Like they're like walking them through like they're talking to a 6-year-old.
Okay,
that drives
thank
me
you.
nuts.
Because here's the thing, and this to me, this is a sign of a bad musician. If you don't know your chords, and I'm not talking just standard chords, like if you're doing power chords, if I say play me a G A D power chord, and you go, what number and fret is that? Go home.
Yeah,
I can't stand that.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
2, 4, 4. You should know this.
Right, you should know this. Right. It's like talking to a drummer and he doesn't know his rudiments. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you cosplaying as a musician if you don't know this basic shit?
Right.
And as a drummer, I can't tell you how many people can't read music. Mm-hmm. Like, I know not everybody can read music, and especially when you get into like reading actual notes, like it gets hard quick.
Yeah.
But as a drummer, like when you're supposed to learn your rudiments, like you're telling me you can't look at that fucking chart of rudiments and do a Swiss Army fucking triplet.
I can't, but I'm not a drummer.
You're not a drummer.
Not a
but
drummer.
like I can't tell how many guys I know that are drummers that are just like, I don't know, I just fucking I'm like, okay, Nick Cannon, like it's not cute to fucking just pretend your way through it.
Yeah.
If this is what you want to do for a living, or this is what you want to do with this is your passion,
You got to put in the effort.
but you're gonna cock block yourself by not being able, like, look at that fucking, there's a poster over there with like 40 rudiments on it. You can't do any of that because you don't even know what it does. Like, you don't know what it
you know what it
says.
means. Yeah.
You're like, why would you cock block yourself? Spend 10 minutes a day learning.
Yes.
And then in a year, you're gonna be like, holy shit, I can't believe what I can do with like a flammadiddle. You know what I mean? Like shit that 6-year-olds know how to do.
Sure.
So Brad's our guitarist now, right? When we started Aqua Monkey as a 3-piece. He was a drummer. And he kind of just learned drums from his dad's band and then played with us, right? And I was like, yeah, he's an in the pocket drummer. That's all we need. That's fine, right? He's
Yeah.
nothing crazy. And then he got on guitar. I'm like, oh shit, he's a phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? Then we got a drummer.
Yeah. And that absolutely happens. But I'm shitting on the guys who like that's your passion.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
Like this
for
is
sure.
what you're obsessed with, but you're not.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take the time to learn.
Do
it.
the work, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And I will tell you, like, I'm not a savant at the fretboard. Like, I can play minor, major pentatonic scales, but I'm not doing arpeggios and weird shit like that. I'm not a shredder. I work my craft the way I work it. Like, but I understand the fretboard at least. I
Yeah.
know where the notes are.
Yeah.
You got to know that's like 101.
Right.
You got to start that.
There's like 5 guys in the history of rock and roll that can get away with not knowing their notes. You know what I mean? It's like Jimi Hendrix and like fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan are like the 2 guys that come to mind immediately. It's like they didn't play by music theory. They played by like what sounds cool
what
coming
sounds-
yeah,
next.
especially
you know?
especially Stevie Ray Vaughan. He was for a blues player, he was a shredder.
Oh yeah.
Like he was an absolute shredder.
So we were talking about like synth wave and all that, like the fucking the mecca of the 80s and
Yeah.
like what was taken over. He came in when blues was fucking lame and took over.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Took over. Like created an entire generation of blues fans who wouldn't have given a fuck because it was the lamest thing going on in the 80s. And he's like, actually, check this shit out.
We used to listen to him in high school.
Yeah.
Like he was like top. We're listening to Wu-Tang, Tupac, right? Dr.
Right.
Dre and Snoop. And then we're also in the car bumping some SRV. I'm like,
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. Like what? Like it's like a universal talent. Like Billy Strings is, I think, this generation's version of this.
incredible.
Where like, who gives a fuck about bluegrass? Like me and my buddies are a fan of a couple of bluegrass groups, right? Like Billy Strings being one of them, Steel Drivers, and then Bluegrass, Green Sky. Those
Green Sky Bluegrass, I've seen them live. They're great.
Oh, I said it backwards. Those
Yeah.
So those 3 incredible, but like the rest of the genre, I couldn't give a fuck less about it. But Billy Strings particularly, he is so good that he's driving people to this genre that people don't give a fuck about.
Yeah,
That's what
he's good.
Stevie Ray Vaughan did fucking
Plus,
40
guess
years
what?
ago.
He's on social media all the time.
He is. Well, also the other,
Being interviewed. I don't know if
Yeah.
he's like running it, but he's always on something.
he's always on a podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
He's always coming up.
What's his name? I hate that. Rick Beato. Rick Beato interviewed him.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible. Rick Beato's great.
Yeah.
If you don't know him.
Yeah. He's
God, his interviews are. I mean, he did Butch Vig. He's done all the big ones. It's like,
Yeah.
The big
and he's
grunge
so knowledgeable about music and instruments and all that. He's a shredder himself. Like,
Yeah.
guy can play every instrument. When you have that knowledge and you're interviewing someone, that means it's the best interview.
right, because you can drag information
Yeah.
that people want to know out
Yeah.
of you because
And
you
it's
have the
brilliant.
language.
Yeah.
He's awesome. He is so good. I'm a drummer. I don't give a fuck about guitars.
Yeah.
I watch his stuff. That's how good it is. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's how good it is. And I know people that are not even musicians that watch his stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's just captivating storytelling.
He's really good at what he
keeps
does.
it. Yeah, he keeps it entertaining, and
Yeah.
he goes really in depth with all the questions.
Yeah, like him and Jared Dines are so good at dragging information out of guys who don't even know they have an interesting
I don't
story.
even know who that is.
Jared Dines?
I know who Jared Dines is.
If
he's
he's
good.
So he did a bunch of like viral like meme style videos where like he played like gent on a shovel, like just stupid shit. But he does these in-depth interviews with people where like he's playing on this fucking odd I never heard of a B-bender guitar until he found a guy that builds them, and like did a video with guys who, you know, like why would you build this, and why is this a thing that's huge like in this culture? You know, where I don't know if you know what a B-bender guitar is.
I don't.
Is it where they have is it kind of like where they put it on the bridge and it just tunes it down to?
It's actually the mount for your strap. If you push down on your guitar,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
a whammy on your B string.
Okay.
So that like having that tool, but like this is the weird shit that he finds. Like there's a guy who he interviewed that plays the bells at a college, but he has to climb this like 500-foot fucking tower to get into his office to play this machine. So like he just finds these like really interesting stories within the world of music, and he goes in these like they're like 45-minute long like mini documentaries about these odd worlds within music, and he's so good at dragging the story that these guys don't even know they have a good story. But his talent is getting the story out of these people.
Well, yeah.
It's
That's
it's
a good
so
interviewer, right?
Yeah,
you have to be knowledgeable about stuff to pull it out, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm obsessed with Rick Beato's channel. I watch it all the time.
Yeah, it's excellent. His channel is excellent, and like I'm kind of a car guy. I'm kind of a car guy. Like I'm interested in it. But when I talk to a real car guy, I'm like, oh, I don't know a fucking thing.
No.
Like I don't know anything at all, right?
No.
And like, so like Rick Beato reminds me of this channel, VinWiki. This channel VinWiki, they do these like in-depth stories about car stuff. And I don't even think you ever know, like I don't think you ever see the guy who runs the channel, but he's able to drag these stories about cars out of people that are just so captivating. Like you can't shut it off. It'll be a 40-minute story of one guy talking, and you're like, I can't change it. Like this is fucking. It's got me on the edge of the seat. It's like, so yeah, dude. Tip of the hat to those guys that can do that. It's insane. Soft White Underbelly, another one where it's just like you talk to these people who live lives that I would never want to live. I mean, everything from prostitutes and crackheads to like inbred guys from West Virginia. But like the way that he does his content is so captivating. You're like, I have to know everything about this broad.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
That's a craft.
Yeah, it is. I don't have that skill. I just like shooting the shit. I do not have. I'm envious of the people that can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, we should wrap up. We're at 2.5 hours.
Are we really? Oh shit!
It's a fucking time warp in
yeah.
here.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming
you so
out,
much.
fucking Aqua Monkey. You guys have dates and stuff you want to promote before we go?
I would say, because I don't, I probably know the immediate couple shows. We're playing February 14th. That's
that's next Saturday.
Valentine's Day at
Pub 1281.
Pub 1281. After that, we're playing. What's the
28th is that O'Grady's?
O'Grady's? Yeah, but the best way to find us is just
Social media.
our Facebook,
Yeah.
Aqua Monkey Facebook. That's where most everything is posted. But it's channeled through, Instagram and TikTok. But Facebook is where we make everything. But, you can see our shows there. Our music is on all the platforms. So we released a single called Missing Magic. In December, we're releasing another single next month, and then we're recording a new one that would come out probably later in the year. And then we're making a music video. So we're active. Like we got things to do and for people to listen to and see. So
Yeah, hell yeah. You guys are active as fuck. That's what we started the podcast talking about. You guys are berating my timeline. And I love it. Like just are barraging, I guess.
Barraging,
You're not talking down to my timeline. Yeah, no, you're like you guys are very active, and I love to see it because.
And I give credit to Angie. She's killing it.
She's badass, dude.
She is badass. Before I ran it and I did nothing, it was hard. I just gave up. I'm like, if we're not playing a gig, we're not playing a gig. And she's like, I will get you guys. I will get you guys. Yeah. And she did, man. Within like months, I'm like, dude, go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's badass. Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, yeah, let's wrap it up. Yeah, thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate you guys coming
Thanks
out.
for the brewskis too, but
Yeah, dude, of course.
Good start to the day.
Of course. Finally, someone came on the podcast that wasn't sober. Bunch of fucking losers.
Drink your coffee somewhere else.
Not
Yeah.
survival.
There's water and
it's
beer. You can
finding
have a water.
purpose.
That's true.
Peace.
Peace.
Pumped to be branching out and being like, hey, we're going to sit down and have a couple-hour podcast.
Is it? Is it, dude? Jesus Christ. We just talked for 5 minutes. I'm like, is it though? I've always been inspired by this shit.
Dude, that pizza was so greasy.
It was disgusting.
It was not disgusting.
Disgusting.
Good times noodle salad.